following is a presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. This is where the Dogs play.
Shakes and bakes, drives, high kiss off the glass, blocked at the rim. Oh, nasty block.
You got to be at your very best every night.
Driving one-handed, pulls up for a three at the horn. Oh, yeah! And a two-handed monster dunk down the lane. Alley-oop, oh, yeah!
Welcome to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Now to courtside along with Chuck Dowdle. Here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome to another night of Georgia Bulldogs basketball from the 55-year home of the Dogs, Stegman Coliseum in Athens, as Georgia will play its final home game of the season this evening as the Dogs take on the Missouri Tigers. Both the Bulldogs and the Tigers have struggled mightily along the SEC trail this year. Georgia has 2 victories in conference play. Missouri claims 4. Throw in the coincidence of both teams winning last Saturday, Georgia at Florida and Missouri at home over South Carolina, and you have a case of the Dogs and the Tigers trying to win back-to-back games for the first time since December. One will and one won't, as Georgia and Missouri play for only the 13th time in the series. And it's senior night for the Bulldogs as Georgia bids a home farewell to 6 players. The Bulldogs Courtside Show is brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. We'll say hello to another senior citizen. Chuck Dowdle joins me when we come back on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Did you know Georgia is one of the leading producers of pecans in the entire world? That's how hard Georgia farmers work to help cultivate the state's economy. And that's why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers with agricultural research and assistance programs and access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. So, get cracking.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Progressive, making it easier to bundle your home and car insurance.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Hey Bulldog fans, it's time to wash your car at Swifty Car Wash, the official car wash of UGA Athletics. Now it's even easier than ever to keep your car clean with Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. For as little as $9.99 a month, you can wash as much as you need. No contracts, cancel anytime. Swifty Car Wash in Athens, Winder, and Atlanta. Find all locations at SwiftyCarWash.com. Score on every drive with Swifty Car Wash and Swift Pass Unlimited Washes, official car wash of UGA Athletics.
Hey, welcome back to Athens, Stegman Coliseum, Georgia's home finale. The Bulldogs hosting the Missouri Tigers tonight. Our Bulldog Courtside Show brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Chuck Dowdle is here. Tony Schiavone's our producer-engineer here courtside. I'm Scott Howard. Cabell Philpotts in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. We'll be joining Cabell in just a few moments. Chuck, let's get your thoughts on senior night and the final home game of this, and a chance to go back-to-back in victories for Georgia.
Oh, boy, that would be nice. That's something we haven't tasted for a while, or as you pointed out, since December, which is more than a while. In fact, it was 2018. But you know what? These seniors are a special group. And the reason I say that is because they are the ones that had to be the leaders when a coaching change was made. They had no hand in the process or decision-making to do that, and yet in comes a new coach, and they had to be the guys to show the younger guys how to go about do things the Georgia way. And they've done a good job of that, because the fact that we beat Florida last Saturday in Florida with the kind of season we've had shows you that they've shown these younger players how to have character in the toughest of times, no matter what the circumstances. And for that, Coach Crean and the Bulldog Nation will forever be grateful.
6 of them on the roster, 6 Bulldog seniors. They'll be recognized here in pregame ceremonies tonight as we continue with our Bulldogs courtside show from our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Next, we'll join Cabell Philpott in the studios, and we'll continue our countdown to tip-off with Georgia and Missouri right after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
If you're looking for easy ways to save money, hurry in to Kroger for the digital coupon event. Just visit Kroger.com or the app and download your coupons. Then head to Kroger for hot deals on select varieties of Starbucks coffee, Kroger brand shredded cheese, Tostitos, and more. Best of all, you can use your coupons up to 5 times in one transaction. So visit Kroger.com today and get more for less at the digital coupon event. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger. Start the Lent season off right at the Kroger 4-day sale. Just visit Kroger.com or the app today and download your digital coupons. Then head to Kroger Wednesday through Saturday. You can redeem your coupons for big savings on select varieties of shrimp and salmon. Plus, you'll find everything else you need to make delicious, traditional meals for your observance of Lent. The 4-day sale is happening now. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Springtime is almost here, and there's no better time to tackle that next job. At AutoZone, we have the free services to help you get it done. And with our free AutoZone Rewards program, you get a $20 reward every time you spend $20 or more 5 times. Getting the job done just got easier. Headlights need replacing? Now's the time. New headlights help boost visibility for safer driving. For all things headlights, head to AutoZone. Let us help you at more than 5,600 locations nationwide. See terms at AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions and details in store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Geico presents eyewitness interviews with inanimate objects.
This is Brian Bruno live on the scene of a recent windstorm, here to describe the event, A Chest of Drawers.
There's a storm howling outside, so I thought I'd stay in and watch a rom-com. 5 minutes into the flick, a tree branch slams through the window.
Were you hurt?
I just got a scratch on my chest.
Your chest of drawers can't help you in a windstorm, but the Geico Insurance Agency can help you get covered for personal property damage. Call Geico to see how affordable homeowners insurance can be.
Welcome back to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Now, scores and highlights from around college basketball. Let's go inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Here's Cabell Philpott.
Counting you down to tip-off, Georgia and Missouri on senior night at Stegman Coliseum as the Dogs get set to battle the Tigers in what could be a matchup we see to start the SEC tournament a week from tonight. Georgia and Missouri in the 2 spots to play in the first game of the tournament next week in Nashville. That is likely to hold, especially if Georgia wins the ball game tonight at Stegman on senior night. 7 o'clock tip elsewhere around the SEC, a massive game in Gainesville. 10th-ranked LSU on the road at Florida. The Bayou Bengals still trying to clinch the top seed in the tournament, win the regular season in conference play. The Florida Gators, of course, a win tonight against 10th-ranked LSU at home certainly will punch the Gators' ticket, who after the loss to the Dogs over the weekend are back on the bubble. 8:30 tip in Nashville at Memorial Gym. Arkansas heads to the Athens of the South to take on Vanderbilt. The Commodores, of course, winless in the conference, and Arkansas battling with Texas A&M, trying to stay out of the first 4 slots to play next Wednesday night. So in other words, Arkansas looking for a bye. Should they be able to get past Vanderbilt tonight, that becomes more likely. Georgia and Missouri tonight in SEC play at Stegman Coliseum. A 6:30 tip We will hear from the head man of the Georgia Bulldogs next. Coach Crean coming your way right after this timeout on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, but we know you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Everybody knows that peanuts are the state crop of Georgia. But did you know that Georgia farmers contribute nearly $75 billion to the state's economy each year? That's not peanuts. Those billions are why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers by promoting agriculture and offering access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. Peanuts.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
This is Shaq for Gold Bond Men's Lotion. Since you can't see my awesomeness right now, let me put it to you this way. Gold Bond Men's Lotion makes my skin look like... Turn it up. Without it, your skin's like... terrible. Again with... nice. Without it... lame.
Gold Bond Men's Lotion. Skin strengthening proteins plus 7 intensive moisturizers. Dry skin becomes healthy, good looking.
Man up with Gold Bond.
You're listening to Georgia Basketball. Now, time for your all-access trip inside the Dogs' locker room and a visit with UGA head coach Tom Crean. With Coach Crean, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Back here in Athens as we get ready for Georgia's final home game of the year, the Bulldogs hosting the Missouri Tigers. Coach Tom Crean is with us. Coach, it's senior night for you guys. You got 6 seniors. Tell us a little bit about this group of guys that you inherited about a year ago and your progress with them over the last 11 or 12 months.
I think they've made tremendous progress, and it's really every one of them. It's been great to coach them. You know, some have played more than others. Some have grown into playing more than others. But at the end of the day, they bring it, right? And they bought in and they locked into getting better. And you see it in so many different guys. I mean, I didn't realize some of the places Derek is on the career charts here. And it's rebounding and things of that nature. And Torian has been a jack of all trades. We need him to rebound a little bit better than what he's done the last couple games. Christian Harrison's a great a look at what happens when you stick to it, when you have toughness, when you have grit, and when you show up every day to get better. Right? No matter if you're on scholarship or not. And he's earned everything that he's gotten. Connor O'Neill has been fantastic. We didn't have him in the summer because he was doing an internship, and he did such a good job with his internship, they offered him a full-time job when he leaves college. And Mike Edwards, it hasn't gone probably the way Mike would have liked it, but Mike's gotten an opportunity every day. And there's a lot of different ways to have a role on this team. And then Turtle Jackson has just been an absolute joy. He really has. He's gotten better. He's worked extremely hard. He's a voice of reason. It's been an honor to coach those guys.
A lot of senior nights for you in your coaching career. What is this night typically like as a head coach?
Well, you've got to be careful. You really have to be careful. It hit me once yesterday about in the middle of practice, but other than that, I've stayed away from it because it's going to be emotional. And the more you talk about it or the more you stay away from it, okay, it doesn't change anything. You've got to stay as routine and as process-oriented of what you try to do as anything, because you've got to be able to get your players' minds back on that game quickly. Now, when it's all said and done, that's another story. But really staying as locked into it as we can. And you have to fight off your emotions as a coach as well, and I think that's really important because, again, it doesn't matter if I've been here 1 year or 10 years. I mean, it's senior night, and that's always a difficult challenge for everybody because it's that one step closer to finality. But I've tried to do a great job of not focusing on that and just stay focused on this game.
What can you tell us about this Missouri team you'll face tonight?
Extremely aggressive. Play very, very hard, both ends of the floor. Been in a lot of tough battles, had some excellent wins, doing it without some guys that are injured. Jonte Porter obviously going out early, and then Mark Smith, who was averaging 13 a game, he goes out. And so they're well coached. Konzo is a tremendous coach. He's a proven winner. Jeremiah Tillman is going to be a real load for us to deal with down low. Kevin Prieur is a senior that's playing like it, as is Geist, and they've got a lot of guys that can make shots. So it's definitely it's got to be a high energy game for us.
And no Hammonds for you again tonight.
No Rayshawn tonight, unfortunately, and we're learning how to play without him, which isn't easy. We were fortunate the other night, but he does a lot of things for this team. He scores, obviously. He's one of the top 2 scorers on it, but he does a lot of things for this team, and we won't have him tonight.
Tom, thanks for your time as always. Good luck against Missouri tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you, Scott.
That's Coach Tom Crean. This is brought to you by UPS. Working together to achieve great things like the Bulldogs, that's problem solving. Visit UPS.com to learn more. Official logistics partner of Georgia Athletics. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Infrastructure. Have you really stopped to think about what that means to you? Airports, hospitals, education, and economic centers, all built to elevate our lives. But who builds them? The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613, believes we should be those people. It's why we train 5 years in the heat, the cold, day or night, rain or shine. We create a better life for everyone. IBEW Local 613. Everyday people committed to building an extraordinary world.
This is where the Dogs play.
Shakes the base, drive. Mike is off the glass. Blocked at the rim. Oh, nasty block.
You got to be at your very best every night.
Driving one-handed stuff. Reverse three and good. He faked the foul. Inside, no look. Finish it at goal. Pulls up for a three at the horn. Oh, yeah! And a two-handed monster dunk down the lane. Alley-oop. Oh, yeah!
Today's coverage of Dogs basketball is brought to you by Piedmont Healthcare, the official healthcare provider for the Georgia Bulldogs. Barbasol, here's a no-brainer. Barbasol is making razors. Try the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus today. And by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent at 800-STATE-FARM. Now, to courtside, along with Chuck Dowdle, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Welcome back inside Stegman Coliseum. Final home game of the year for Georgia as the Dogs host the Missouri Tigers. Let's give you the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First for Georgia, the Bulldogs with a record of 11-18 now, 2-14 in the SEC. The Dogs snapped a 9-game losing streak overall with the 61-55 win over Florida on Saturday in Gainesville. They had lost 13 in a row in the SEC prior to that win over the Gators down in the O'Connell Center. Tom Crean, in his first season at Georgia, will send this lineup to the floor tonight. Turtle Jackson, one of 6 seniors recognized just a few moments ago here on senior night. Turtle is a 6'4 senior from Athens, averaging 6 points per contest. Jordan Harris is at guard as well, 6'4 junior from Iron City, Georgia. His numbers rising, over 7 points a game, 3.5 rebounds per contest. Christian Harrison, another senior, redshirt senior, transfer from Troy, 6'4". He is a guard from Atlanta. Nicholas Claxton is a 6'11 sophomore from Greenville, South Carolina, leading scorer and rebounder on the team. Derek Ogbede, another senior, 6'9", from Nigeria, averaging just under 10 points, 5.5 rebounds per contest. For Missouri, coached by Konzo Martin, Tigers are 13-15 for the year, 4-12 in the SEC. They'll go with Jordan Geist, Xavier Pinson at guards, Javon Pickett, also a guard. He is a freshman. And then Jeremiah Tillman at 6'10", and Mitchell Smith, a 6'10 redshirt sophomore, getting his first start of the year tonight for Missouri. The Bulldogs and the Tigers are on the way from Athens, and we'll continue with the tip-off when we come back on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
You know, Georgia peaches don't just come from Georgia. They come from farms in Georgia, worked by farmers, working hard to cultivate the crops that drive the state's economy. That's why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers with support through advocacy and benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. Join online for just a couple bucks a year. Easy as peach cobbler.
SiriusXM brings you SEC college hoops like no one else. We've got 24/7 talk and analysis on SiriusXM SEC Radio from experts like Peter Burns and Chris Doring, as well as live play-by-play. So catch every dagger, dime, and drive in your car, online, or on the SiriusXM app. Or try us out for free with a streaming trial subscription and take your team with you anywhere you go. Get a free streaming trial at SiriusXM.com/SECSXM.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
We Dogs are known for always giving 110%, both on and off the field. But no matter how hard we work, we can't deny that getting sick is easy. Luckily, getting care is too. As the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont is committed to getting us better. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Last time on College Sports Now.
I've basically seen or called every game since 1989. The level of appreciation and awe of what Jay Wright has done with this program in the last 5 years, 3 Final Fours in his tenure, 2 national championships. Villanova fans, they're just enjoying this ride.
Listen to College Sports Now, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Time, Monday through Friday on TuneIn. Follow along on Twitter at CSNowTweets and on Apple Podcasts by searching College Sports Now.
One more time, starting lineups being announced inside Stegman Coliseum as the lights go out and the light show begins here in the building. It's time for our Ford Keys to the Game, presented by Ford. You can elevate your game with a new Ford F-150. It's the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs. Here he is once again, the official Chuck of the Georgia Bulldogs. Chuck Dowdell's got our keys to a Bulldog victory.
Chances you pointed out to get 2 in a row, but they do too. But let me tell you something. We got ours against a tough team on their home floor. And this team, and I'm talking about Missouri, they struggle like we have, so we need to get on them early. If we can get on them early, Missouri will be looking for an excuse to lose. So let's give them one. All right? 2, we got to try to hold turnovers under a dozen. You know, now I'd like to say hold it in single digits, but I'd like to say I want to break 80, too, in golf. And I know neither one of those are going to happen. So if we can hold them to a dozen, I'll be a happy camper. And then finally, Win it for our seniors. And I don't care what that entails, what you got to do on the floor, but get it done. Let these seniors walk out of here with their final game at Stegman being a big W.
You mentioned turnovers, Chuck. Both of these teams have had issues in that department. Georgia's dead last in turnover margin, almost -5 per ball game, and then Missouri comes in at -3.5. So both of these teams have been giving in their sense. It's better to give than receive.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily the best thing in this game.
It's
because both
great.
teams have been giving it
Listen,
away.
It's great most of the time of the year. It's not good during basketball season. That's for sure. And I love the fact Georgia's wearing those white jerseys with the Georgia across the front and the numbers in big bright red on the back. The seniors ought to go out like that.
They went with the throwbacks tonight.
Yeah, they did, and they look good.
Good-looking white home uniform for the Dogs on the final home game of the year. They'll wear the throwbacks with the block lettering across the front, Georgia and the number. No names on the back of these jerseys. Missouri will be all in black with gold trim as they take the floor. Their starting five again, Pinson, Pickett, and Smith, Geist, and Tillman.
Thank you, pal.
Georgia with Turtle Jackson, Jordan Harris, Christian Harrison.
Hey, thank you, Derek.
Nicholas Claxton, and Derek Ogbede. Here comes Christian. All right,
Christian.
We get the fist bumps, and they get accolades from Chuck.
Well, those three seniors deserve it. They've been through a lot here, and certainly this year's been a year of transition. They've handled it with the class that you would expect as we get to know these young men. We certainly would expect from them. And they are all just terrific young men, represent this university extremely well.
Tonight's tip brought to you by Northside Hospital Atlanta. It'll be Claxton and Tillman in the center circle. The Dogs will win the opening tap, and we are underway on senior night in Athens. Georgia and Missouri, the Dogs with the first possession of the ball game. They'll work on the left end of the floor from our vantage point. Tom Crean stands in front of us, barking out orders to his team down on the far end of the floor. Dogs go to right edge of the lane to Ogbede. One dribble, jump pass into the corner to Harrison. Back across the lane on the right side to Jordan Harris. He tries to tightrope the baseline with 8 seconds on the shot clock. There's a foul called on Missouri.
Well, that was a great play, wasn't it? Christian Harrison coming full speed across the paint while Jordan Harris was cutting in the opposite direction down the baseline, and a perfect pass from Christian.
The foul whistled on the 6'10 redshirt sophomore forward Mitchell Smith, making his first start tonight. Dogs with 20 on the shot clock as they work it into the half court here with Harrison driving in from the right side on the block. Ball knocked out of his hands. He retrieves it, feeds it to Turtle for a three. Right wing, that won't go. Smith with the rebound for Missouri. Dogs had a long possession, almost a minute long on that first possession of the ball game. But we failed to get points. Here's Tillman against a double team. Hooks it out front to Xavier Pinson. He'll shoot it from there, and he'll miss it off the rim. Rebound, one hand by Tillman. He's double teamed on the baseline, lost it out of bounds, and that's a turnover by the Tigers. It'll be the Dogs' ball.
We may have gotten a break there. we were reaching in pretty good on his arm when he lost that ball out of bounds, but hey, believe me, they still owe us a bunch.
We had two guys flanking him on the baseline, and he just let it roll right down his arm and over the end line. They turn it over as the Dogs will try again on the offensive end. Claxton coming off that career-high 25-point game against Florida. Dribbles, hands it off to Jordan Harris. He lost the ball. It's rolling on the floor. He picks it up, gives it to Nicholas. Claxton, left edge of the lane, shoots it with the left hand over the iron, hits the backboard. No good. Rebound, Missouri. Pickett got it. Claxton tried to yank it out of his hands, but to no avail. We're scoreless. 90 seconds plus into the ball game. Here's Geist, top of the key. Overhead lob, left side. They go deep into the corner to the 6'10 Smith. Work it back the other way. Now Pinson holds it high. He's guarded by Turtle. Dogs are in a man-to-man. They feed Tillman on the right low block. He steps out for a two. It rattles on the rim and falls off. To the rebound goes to Harris for the Dogs. To Turtle. Quick feed inside Ogbede. Jump hook, line drive from 10 feet. Good for Derek.
Nice move by Derek. Nice little left-handed hook.
Finally points on the board with 17:54 remaining here in half number one. Dogs with a 2-0 lead. Missouri with the possession. Geist on the left side of the floor, guarded by Harrison. Tigers come this way. They're all in black. The Dogs are in white. So you got the good guys and the bad guys tonight. clearly defined. Geist along the baseline, under the basket, throws it into the corner.
Woo!
Air ball three. Boy, that missed by 5 feet. It was caught on the other side by Pickett. And his putback attempt was blocked by the Dogs.
Yeah, like he thought they had put the basket on the other side of the court.
He'll say that was a pass. Dogs have the possession. Ogbede from the elbow, down the lane, running layup, too hard off the iron, no good. Rebound Missouri. Here come the Tigers with Georgia leading it 2-0. Down the lane they go. Claxton strips it out of the hands of Xavier Pinson, the 6'2 freshman, under the basket. It'll be Tiger basketball. Claxton got back in a hurry to strip that ball away to prevent the layup. Dogs may have gotten away with a foul there, too, looking at the replay.
Yeah.
Geist, right corner three, off the rim, no good. Rebound on the floor, controlled by Missouri. We knock it out of their hands. It's still on the floor. Smith goes to the floor. We go to the floor to tie him up, and that's the call.
Quanzo Martin was begging for that foul, and the official looked back at him. I didn't see it.
So we'll watch the replay. You'll see it, and we did. Still no whistle. Tigers will have the arrow after the tie-up, and they'll have to mop up the lane area. Get some moisture off the floor now. It'll be Missouri's ball. 29 on the shot clock.
We may have gotten 2 early calls here, but they still owe us so many from this year.
Owe us a bunch from Saturday, right? And we won that ball game. Entry pass intercepted by Harrison, and a bumping foul on Mitchell Smith as he went for the ball. Harrison had position for Georgia.
And clear possession.
And the second foul on the big Mitchell Smith kid out of Van Buren, Arkansas. He's going to have to go to the bench, and here comes Kevin Puryear, who we were told was facing some sort of a disciplinary situation. That's the reason he didn't start.
A 3-minute discipline.
Yes. 6'7" senior from Blue Springs, Missouri.
Coach, that's kind of, I think you've suffered enough.
Yes. All right. You've learned your lesson, buddy. You get in there now. Okay. 2-0. Dogs lead. We have the ball. Turtle down the right side of the lane. Scoop shot off the rim. Won't go. Tap up by Harrison. Still didn't go. Ball being battled for on the rebound on the right baseline. The Tigers come away with it. It's 2-0. More than 3 minutes into the ball game. Tillman works on the block. Reverse pivot. Spins and into the lane. Shoots it wildly off the iron and glass. No good. Rebound to Claxton and the Dogs. We're into the front court. Left end here at Stegman. Flips it over to Turtle on the wing. Drives across the top of the key. Comes back on the left side to Harris. Into Ogbede, high post. Down the left side of the lane. Throws it into the corner. Threw it away. Saved by Missouri on the baseline. And they have a steal. And they have possession. Left to right they come. Here's Pinson. Drives on the block. Stops. Bounce pass across the lane to Puryear. Reverse pivot and a jump hook by Kevin Puryear. Gets Missouri on the board.
Well, that decision by Quanzo Martin paid off, didn't it?
2-2.
Getting him in the game.
He had 18 in their win over South Carolina, which was a season high on Saturday for the 4th-year player. Ball out of bounds on the left end of the floor, touched out by Missouri. It'll be the Dogs' possession when we come back. So it's 2-2, a rousing start.
Yeah, first 1 to 25 wins.
15:47 on the clock here at half number 1. We'll come back. Hopefully we'll get a little more offense going on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, Bulldog basketball fans, listen up. When I think about great teammates, I think of Rocket Mortgage. With their innovative technology and industry-leading client support, you can count on them to get your mortgage done right. Because when it comes to buying a home, you need a teammate you can count on. Rocket Mortgage, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. Push button, get mortgage. Call today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Gear up for the season with the best Georgia gifts and apparel from the UGA Bookstore. At the UGA Bookstore, you'll find the biggest selection from top brands like Nike, Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and 47 brand. Dress for the part with the latest game day styles at the UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. It's where dogs shop.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Enter the Nissan Own the Paint sweepstakes and show everyone how big a fan you really are. Customize a Rogue in your team colors for your chance to win it. And to enter and for the official rules of the contest, go to nissanusa.com/Rogue sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Ends March 31st, 2019. 2-2 is our score.
Yeah, but they're whipping us on the glass. That's going to have to turn around. We got to do a better job. Right now, they've got 8 rebounds to our 3. And they got 4 offensive rebounds. Fortunately, only the 2 points, and that's what really matters.
Tyree Crump checks in for the Dogs. Harrison out. Turtle Jackson to inbound. Looking, finally fires it in front of the Missouri bench to Ogbede. Turtle. Did he step out of bounds? He took a handoff from Ogbede, kind of tight-roped around behind him, but Derek was already up against the line.
I thought he got pushed, but I will say that these officials are kind of letting that kind of stuff go, and it was tight enough that they called him being, stepping out of bounds.
We turn it over for the second time. Our officials tonight, Don Daly, Joan Lindsay, and Will Howard, no relation. Missouri with a basketball in a 2-2 contest. Reed Nicko is in for the Tigers, a 6'10", 250-pound big center. They miss a shot and get their offensive rebound. Pinson got in there.
No, they didn't touch it.
Clock is at 7.
Well, the
Don Daly's going to whistle the play dead.
They want to check, but I don't think the ball hit the rim. I think they've got this right.
So the clock did not reset, but that's what they want to check and see.
Yeah, it was close, Scott. It may have nicked the iron, but that is indeed what they're checking. But I thought the ball was short.
So Don Daly to the video review monitor, and we'll tell you that Barbasol is offering you a chance to score big when you join the new Barbasol Shave Club. Grab your premium starter kit for just $1.99 today. That's $1.99 with code basketball at barbasol.com. Game on. That's a bargain. We'll take a look at the replay.
It may have. It kind of changed direction downward, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Looking at that replay.
Yeah. From where I was sitting, it just looked like the arc of the ball that went on over. So they're going to reset it at 25 seconds.
Missouri's possession and an updated shot clock for them. 2-2 is our score. We've got 15:21 to go here on senior night in Athens. 6 players for Georgia playing their final home game. Turtle Jackson, Etorian Woolridge, Mike Edwards, Derek Ogbede, Christian Harrison, and Connor O'Neill are the 6 seniors. And their favorite moment as seniors, just about unanimous, Chuck. They all said going 4-0 against Tech.
That certainly is a highlight.
Missouri drives down the lane with Pinson the guard. He misses the lay-in. They get another offensive rebound. Puryear, left corner 3, around the rim and out. No good. Boy, they're getting opportunities. They're just not making any shots. They're 1 for 10.
Yeah, thank goodness, because they're out rebounding us so badly.
2-2, Dogs with the ball. Claxton just above the right elbow to Ogbede. Back over to Tyree Crump, who dribbles on the left wing. Now squares up between the circles. Moves to his left, now down the lane. Oh, he dishes it to his right to Ogbede in the paint, and Derek misses the layup, but he was fouled in the act. Go to the line.
That was a great move by Tyree, and he was driving towards the basket. He watched, as soon as their big man committed to him, he knew that left Derek wide open, unguarded. Got him the basketball, and Derek almost got the bucket to go and the one, but he'll have to hit 2 free throws for us.
Foul on Kevin Puryear, 6'7" forward for Missouri. And Ogbede on the line, the 6'9" senior from Atlanta, 59% from the stripe this season. One of our 6 left-handers on the team. Free throw number 1, falls in there good. Derek's got 3, and Missouri has 2. That's our score. Ogbede, 8th all-time leading rebounder in Georgia history. Coming into the game tonight, 777s. You might want to buy a lottery ticket. 777, his number, as he misses the second foul shot. Missouri rebounds. Here's Watson up in the front end on a 3. That won't go. Rebound, loose on the floor, bounces out of bounds. Touched out by who?
Nicholas Claxton, I believe.
Under the basket. is where it was touched out. Tigers will have the basketball. Torrance Watson into the ball game, the 6'5 freshman guard. He's the guy that missed that three. He had a season-high 20 in their win over South Carolina on Saturday. They throw it in the paint. Geist threw it in, and nobody was there.
He started to panic, but
Crump picked it off. Dogs run the floor. Crump to Fagan. Threw his hands and out of bounds on the other end. Missouri has it. Well, it didn't go out of bounds, but it ended up in Missouri's hands on the baseline. So the Tigers get another takeaway. Dogs with their third turnover of the half. 14 minutes, now less than that to go. First half. Watson dribble drive with the left hand into the lane. Spins it off the glass. Falls off the iron. No good. Rebound Claxton. Nicholas into the front court up the near sideline. Inside the arc, left of the lane. Pulls up for two.
Follow that,
short.
Nicholas.
Missouri got the rebound, and then we foul. Ogbede called for the foul. That's his first and the team's first. Boy, both teams just dreadfully cold. We're 1 for 6. Missouri's 1 for 13. They've already had 13 shots.
Well, they're getting so many rebounds. They're getting so many other opportunities.
Yeah, 13-5 is the rebound.
And right now, all three of our points just went out of the game and sat on the bench.
We've got Ty Fagan, Jordan Harris, Tyree Crump, Etorian Woolridge, and Nicholas Claxton on the floor. Tigers in black come into the front court with Geist. They flip it to Watson. Now to Javon Pickett. He's guarded by Fagan, the freshman. Pickett also a freshman. They go to Geist in the left corner along the baseline. Harris chest to chest with him. Jump hook. Jordan Geist is good. His first points.
Somebody help him. Somebody get back and help Nick.
We don't have anybody in the backcourt to inbound the ball. Jordan Harris takes about 3 steps into the backcourt. He was already in the front side to come back and retrieve the pass.
Yeah, they left Nick under the basket to inbound it all by himself.
4-3. Tigers with their first lead. Dogs with the ball. 13 minutes to go in the half. Claxton on the right wing. To Woolridge, to Crump, left side of the floor. Dribbles behind the back to a double team. Feeds Woolridge with 5 to shoot. Kick out to Tyree for 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Missouri. Quick feed to Geist. Running down the lane, left to right. Driving layup, good off the window. And Missouri has a 6-3 lead over the Dogs. Geist with 4 now. Dogs in the front court left on the offensive end, trying to find some kind of rhythm. We're just 1 for 7, and we've already turned it over 3 times. Harris for 3, left side, around the rim and out, no good. Claxton with the follow and the dunk.
Well, Nicholas came undetected down the baseline, and fortunately the ball came off in that direction. Right in his hands, he just stuffed it back in.
Offensive rebound and a stuff for Nicholas Claxton on one play. 6-5, Tigers by 1. They've got the ball. Geist holds top of the key. Got a screen, drives to the foul line. Nowhere to go with it. Steps back. He lost his defender and hits a 15.5-footer. He was covered up when he slammed on the brakes, and then we sagged defensively, and he was left wide open, and he shot and scored.
Everybody went under the basket and just left him wide open. That was like a practice shot.
8-5. Geist has 6. He's their leading scorer with 14 a game. Junior college transfer. He's from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Harris gets in deep, lays it up with the left hand from the left side of the iron for the Dogs.
Well, let's get Jordan going.
For his first 2 of the game. Geist for 3 from Missouri, right side, off the rim, no good. Rebound effort by Tillman, off his hands and out of bounds. Dogs will have the ball when we come back. 11:20 to go first half, and a timeout at Stegman on senior night for Georgia. It's the Tigers 8 and the Dogs 7 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Frank!
Sam! Hey, neighbor!
You want to watch TV? Or maybe grab some lunch?
What?
Do you want to come over?
Hey, how about some lunch?
What?
What?
Do you need a phone? Does your friend need one too? Come into an AT&T store to learn how to buy one smartphone and get a second one on us. AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing. Both lines must be on same wireless account. Other terms apply. See store for details.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
growing up in a coffee family is no different than growing up in any other family, except that we all kind of share one affinity, and that's for a great tasting cup of coffee.
Matt Siraj, 4th generation owner, Community Coffee.
I believe people can taste the difference family makes. It's a fullness in the mouth. It's a flavor impression that follows all the way through till 30 seconds after that sip of coffee. It's that rich, smooth flavor that you find in Community Coffee.
Our family story continues at communitycoffee.com.
Progressive presents Get Pumped. Inspiration to help you do insurance stuff.
Hey, what's that look on your face? Defeat? You want to save more money? Then start playing as a team! Bundle home and auto with Progressive. That's how you win big savings. What? You need music to get pumped? Let's do this! Hold on, I'm going to turn it up. That's too loud. Yeah, that's better.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
(8-7) Missouri leading the Dogs with 11:20 to go first half. Right now, come in and get exceptional offers on all BMWs in stock. Visit one of your Atlanta area BMW centers soon for a test drive. Proud to be the official luxury vehicle of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for more offer details.
Scott, because of Missouri's size, and you mentioned the guys, 6'10" guys they had on the floor, you knew it was going to be tough for the Dogs in rebounding tonight. But boy, I tell you, how's this though? Missouri has more offensive rebounds with 8 than we have total rebounds with 6. And they've got total 15 rebounds. Out-rebounding Georgia 15-6 here in the early going. We have got to close that down.
Tigers have the ball. They're inbounding in front court on the baseline. They throw it in. 2 black shirts chase after it. Javon Pickett chased it down right before the half-court line. Pinson for 3 for the Tigers. No good. There's another offensive rebound.
And
Big
puts
Tillman.
it right back.
And the putback is good. Jeremiah Tillman, 6'10", 252-pounder from East St. Louis, Illinois, with his first points of the ball game. He's their second leading scorer this season, 10.5, and their leading rebounder at 6 a game. Hightower's in the ball game. Yeah. Did not play against Florida on Saturday. He's got the ball in his hands, dribbles to his left, hops to the wing, pulls up, launches one, air ball from 3. Rebound chased down. Claxton went for it, but Mitchell Smith, who's back in with 2 fouls for the Tigers, was able to get to it first. Missouri with a basketball and a 10-7 lead. Pinson drives, ducks under 2 defenders, scoops it up. It's off the iron. Claxton rebounds, and then Missouri fouls. Pinson, who missed the shot, reached in and tried to tie up Claxton, but he's called for the foul instead. That's his first and the team's 4th. Tigers 5 for 20 shooting the basketball, but the fact that they have 9 more shots already than Georgia does is worrisome. 10-7, Dogs down by 3. We've got the ball. Turtle into the front court. Fagan, Wilridge, Turtle, Hightower, Claxton. That's our 5 on the floor. Fagan to Hightower. Works high on the right side. Kills his dribble, not guarded tightly. Now they tighten up the defense a little bit. Wilridge comes to help him on the right wing. Now through the lane, Etorian banks it in on the run. From right to left, he kissed it off the square.
And used the right hand, too. That was
10-9. Missouri scores quickly on the other end. I believe that was Watson that got in there and scored. 12-9. Tigers by 3. Dogs with the ball. Hightower to Wilridge, into the corner to Turtle for a 3. We're still 0 for 3. Skims the iron, though, and we get an offensive rebound by Fagan. Another possession for the Dogs. Turtle in trouble on the left wing. Gives it up to Hightower. Tishon, slow dribble near half court. Wilridge sets the screen. Defense switches from Missouri. Go to Turtle on the wing near the sideline. Feed it down into the corner to Claxton. He works against Tillman. Bounce feed into the paint, threw it away. Deflected and stolen by Missouri. Here's Pinson down the lane. Drives, misses the lay-in. Whistle and a foul. They'll go to the line. Fouls on Turtle Jackson. That's number 1 on Turtle. And that'll put Xavier Pinson, the 6'2 freshman guard from Chicago, on the line. He's a 77% foul shooter this season. Tigers lead it by 3, 12-9.
And Scott, it's almost a certainty now that this is the team we'll face in the opening round of the SEC tournament. It'd be nice to come out here and make them understand that we're not going to give them a chance to win.
Free throw by Pinson is no good. Dogs substitute Ogbede and Harrison back in the contest. And Fagan and Clax come out of the ball game. And they took Mitchell Smith out. He was on the floor for another couple of minutes with 2 fouls in the first half. Pinson's second free throw is right through the heart. He hits 1 of 2, his first point of the evening. 4-point lead for Missouri, 13-9. And neither one of these teams are beating their chest about how many points they score on a regular basis, Chuck. Georgia averaging in league play 67.5 points a game. That's tied for 11th in the league. Missouri's 13th in the league in points, 65.4 points per contest in conference games. And we're headed to somewhere in the 60s tonight as we travel on the offensive end and turn it over again.
Quanzo Martin made that call.
Don Daly?
Well, he was telling Don exactly what happened. Don said, "You're right. You got that one. You're right."
So Wilridge, I think, that was called for the travel. Dogs with 5 turnovers and trailing by 4, 13-9. Missouri possession on the right end of the court here at Stegman.
Dogs in the zone defense now.
And the ball's deflected, kicked out of the inside the 2-point area and rolls back above the arc, but a pushing foul is called on the Dogs. That's on Harrison. Christian with his first, the team's third. Hightower comes out of the ball game, and we'll get Jordan Harris back in. Wilridge, Harris, Jackson, Ogbede, Harrison. Bounce feed into the paint. They set a screen and broke Puryear to the basket, and they bounced it into him on the out-of-bounds play, and he scored on a layup.
That should never happen. Never happen. Where a guy gets that wide open on an inbounds play underneath the basket.
15-9 Tigers. Dogs on the left end of the floor. Ogbede 1-on-1 on the block. Jump hook over the defender. Rolls off the iron. No good. Rebound. Tigers. Missouri leads by 6. Geist has the ball. Kills the dribble above the arc. Far side of the floor. Now, here's a long 3 by Pickett. That's no good from the left wing. The rebound goes to Georgia. Dogs push it up right to left. Turtle Jackson makes some space. Here comes a 3. Launched a high one. A high rebound off the back iron. Goes to the guys in black. Missouri with another board.
And we are just too often one and done.
That's just about every time. Georgia with only 2 offensive rebounds. And we're missing plenty of shots, I can tell you that. And there's a foul on the Dogs on the defensive end. That's going to go on Ogbede, called for a push. That's 2 on Derek. Ugh. All right. 7:42. Let's regroup. It's 15-9. The Dogs trail Missouri by 6. Back in a moment. Bulldogs Sports Network.
If you're looking for easy ways to save money, hurry in to Kroger for the digital coupon event. Just visit Kroger.com or the app and download your coupons. Then head to Kroger for hot deals on select varieties of Starbucks coffee, Kroger brand shredded cheese, Tostitos, and more. Best of all, you can use your coupons up to 5 times in one transaction. So visit Kroger.com today and get more for less at the digital coupon event. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger. Start the Lent season off right at the Kroger 4-day sale. Just visit Kroger.com or the app today and download your digital coupons. Then head to Kroger Wednesday through Saturday. You can redeem your coupons for big savings on select varieties of shrimp and salmon. Plus, you'll find everything else you need to make delicious, traditional meals for your observance of Lent. The 4-day sale is happening now. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or 2, and boom! One major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
Hey, Georgia fans, at StubHub, every Bulldog ticket is 100% guaranteed. You'll find the best selection of tickets anywhere. StubHub has been getting fans into the game for over 17 years and is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. That's StubHub. Be there. 15-9, Missouri leading the Dogs as we pause for station identification here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Turtle Jackson, Jordan Harris, Christian Harrison, Amanze Ngumeze, and Nicholas Claxton are 5 out of the timeout.
Yeah, we got 2 true freshmen out there.
And Missouri will inbound under the basket. On the left side of the baseline, they throw it into the left corner. A catch-and-shoot 3 is no good. Rebound right back to Torrance Watson, and then he gets fouled. No, it's a tied-up ball, and the Tigers will have the arrow.
You know what? I was wrong. I thought Ty Fagan was on the floor. That's Jordan over there. He was hidden by partly hidden. I thought that was Ty Fagan, but
so we just have the one freshman on the floor.
Amanze.
2 officials are talking with Tom Crean. He needed an explanation on the Georgia bench. So the tied up ball, the tie call goes to Missouri. They had the arrow, so they keep the possession and they inbound. They lead it 15-9. Geist has it on the left wing. He's guarded by Christian Harrison. Geist looking down low, sends it into the corner. They go inside to Puryear. He's triple teamed across the lane. That was to Tillman, rather, and he was trying to pass to Puryear, and he threw it away. They were about 3 feet apart, and that pass went out of bounds. Georgia will get it on Missouri's 4th turnover of the ball game. We're down 6 with 7:12 to go. We've only got 9 points in almost 13 minutes of play. Turtle Jackson with the ball, dribbles between the legs, drives to the right, sends it to Ngumeze for a 3, a little bit out of his range, hits the near side of the iron from the right wing, and the rebound goes to Missouri. They're killing us on the glass.
Yeah, everything for us is one and done.
Geist drives, left-handed layup, flips it in on the drive. Good. Georgia calls a timeout. Tom Crean's seen enough for right now. Geist has 8. 6:45 to go in the half. It's 17-9. We haven't scored in forever.
Well, you know, Coach Crean mentioned to you that trying to get their minds back focused on this game on senior night. You know, after the ceremony and you say goodbye to 6 seniors, you know, and it's a challenge for coaching staff. It's a challenge for this team. But right now, Georgia sitting here with 9 points and 6:45 to play in the half certainly tells you that their minds are not totally in on this game.
Our last basket, Chuck, was the Wilridge jumper, just over 10 minutes on the clock. So we've played about almost 3.5 minutes without a point, and Missouri has run off the last 7. So it's not like they're running away and hiding. It's still well within range, but they lead by 8.
And that is the silver lining. Missouri may well, in the second half of this game, look back and regret not opening up a bigger lead during this time when Georgia's so cold.
Here's the Dogs on the offensive end. Claxton sets his feet for a 3, doesn't pull the trigger, goes to Ngumeze at the elbow. He misses the 15-footer.
And nobody's following shots. Nobody's following shots.
Nor rebounding. Geist throws it away under the basket. Top of the key, went down low. Harris picked off his pass. Jordan drives coast to coast. Lay in good from the right side with the left hand. Jordan Harris, maybe getting us going here. It's 17-11. Watson for 3 for the Tigers. Right wing won't go. They missed the rebound this time. They bump Ngumeze out of the way, and they're called for a foul. And the foul will be whistled on Jeremiah Tillman, a 6'10", 252. That's his first. He's had a brutal problem staying out of foul trouble this season. Has fouled out of 10 games already this year. And I thought Hammond 6 times fouling out was a lot. Rayshon, by the way, not playing tonight for Georgia. He re-injured that foot in the Florida game when big Isaiah Stokes stepped on it inadvertently. Harris slashes through. Layup won't go. Off the side of the rim. Rebound to Missouri. Tigers quickly up the floor. They feed it into the corner for a 3. That's no good. In and out by Watson. check a whistle and a foul.
Nick Claxton tapping his chest.
That's on Clax on the rebound attempt. His first and the team's fifth. That's unfortunate because that's going to give Missouri another opportunity here. And the Tigers just stone cold as well. They're 0 for 10 on threes, 8 for 27 in the game, 29.5%. Georgia 26%, 5 of 19 shooting. We're 0 for 7 on threes. Missouri with the ball. Big Tillman has it on the block. He's double teamed, passes out front to Geist. He drives right of the lane, nowhere to go. To Pinson above the arc, left side of the floor. Wow. Back inside, he's just shoving Ngumeze way out of the way, just bullying him under the basket. And on a spin move, they call a foul on the Dogs. And they get Torian Woolridge finally for the foul. Amanze unable to hold his ground that time as Big Tillman was just shoving him out of the way.
Well, he did. He just absolutely bumped him. I'm surprised the officials let that go because it's a pretty stiff blow with that shoulder into Amanze's chest.
That puts Tillman on the free throw line for the Tigers. Missouri's big center misses his first free throw attempt of the night. 71%. He's 57 out of 81 now from East St. Louis, Illinois. Same hometown of his head coach, Konzo Martin. Missed the second free throw as well. Fight for the rebound. Woolridge wins the battle on the baseline. Dogs get the basketball. We're down 6, 17-11. Crump's got it deep on the right side of the floor. Top of the key, a little bit beyond it to Harris. He swings it left to Turtle. Jackson puts it on the floor and drives against Pinson, and they call a foul on the Missouri guard. Xavier Pinson with his second. 6th team foul on the Tigers. Reed Nico comes in for Jeremiah Tillman from Missouri. And Torrance Watson off that 20-point performance against South Carolina on Saturday. Back in as Pinson goes out with his second foul. Dogs will inbound, side court on the front end. Woolridge bounces it into Crump, 18 on the shot clock. Send it over to Harris on the left side, back to Tyree. The pass was almost wide, went into backcourt. Crump caught it with his left hand. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Trump dribbles to his left. Crump fires, missed it on the right side of the iron. Falling away to his left, he missed it on the right edge. Rebound to Missouri. Geist with a pump fake on the left side of the floor. No shot there. Turtle was right on it. Geist will take a handoff now and dribble to the right side. Reverse it to Nico. Quick feed left to Pickett. He's going to dribble and drive down the lane. Shot swatted away. Knocked up in the air. Still battling for it. Crump gets it on the bounce. Into the front court. Left end. Drives. Left hand layup. Won't go. Rolls over the iron. There's a whistle and a foul. And that's going to be on Missouri.
Scott, I'm telling you, Missouri, everything going their way right now, and they are up by 6 points with us at the line shooting 2. They may well regret this in the second half.
8 for 28. That's what they're shooting right now. 0 for 10 on threes. We've got Crump at the line. 2 shots for Tyree. 82% foul shooter, and he missed that. Tyree's missed all of his shots tonight. He had a couple of field goal attempts, both threes. He missed them both, and now he's missed a free throw. Second free throw. Well, Crump missed them both. That one dipped in and came out.
Boy,
that's off the right edge.
Yeah, that's man bites dog there.
17-11. See if we can get to 20 by the half. Neither team lighting it up offensively. Lots of missed shots. Missouri's got the ball. Geist doubled on the edge. Alley-oop lob to Nico. He catches it on the left side of the iron and dunks it.
Over the top of the zone they did that.
First points for Nico, 19-11. Tigers lead Georgia by 8. Less than 4 minutes to go in the half. Crump's jump pass from the right side, deflected and stolen by the Tigers. Here comes Geist down the middle of the floor. He curls out in the right corner. Up on the wing now, backs out above the three-point line. Christian Harrison back in the ballgame, guarding. They screen with Nico. Geist feeds Nico, the big man, flips it over to Pickett on the left wing. Now Harrison's on him. Pickett kills his dribble with 10 on the shot clock. Geist has it. About 3 feet above the line. He's going to spin and drive through the lane. Throws up an air ball. Rebounded underneath by Missouri. Tapped for the rebound. They battle for it. The shot clock runs out. Shot clock violation on the Tigers. Oh, they're not shooting very well either, but they lead 19-11 over the Dogs with 3:20 to go in the first half. Timeout at Stegman. Back after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Core Power is the official protein drink of the Dogs. Fueled by 26 grams of Fairlife's one-of-a-kind protein, your workout will never go to waste. Perfect for your gym bag or great for game day. Don't forget to pick up your favorite Core Power to recover better. Want to win the ultimate college football experience? Go to winwithcorepower.com to enter Core Power sweepstakes. You could win a trip for two to a Division I college football game during rivalry weekend. Go Dogs!
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
You can turn left, you can turn right, or if you're behind the wheel of the all-new BMW X5, you can decide not to turn at all. With an available mighty 456 horsepower engine, enhanced suspension for absolute comfort or a sportier driving style, and a fully redesigned interior, you can take on any journey and truly enjoy any drive. Test drive the all-new BMW X5 at your local BMW dealer today.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Hey Bulldog fans, it's time to wash your car at Swifty Car Wash, the official car wash of UGA Athletics. Now it's even easier than ever to keep your car clean with Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. For as little as $9.99 a month, you can wash as much as you need. No contracts, cancel anytime. Swifty Car Wash in Athens, Winder, and Atlanta. Find all locations at SwiftyCarWash.com. Score on every drive with Swifty Car Wash and Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. Official car wash of UGA Athletics.
Hey, sports fans at SiriusXM, you get it all at the press of a button. Listen to your kind of music, commercial-free, and everything entertainment, every kind of comedy, and, of course, coverage of every major sport, including Georgia Bulldogs basketball. So tune in to the best of the best, SiriusXM. Here's our in-game recap brought to you by Regions Bank, the official bank of the SEC. The Dogs' only lead in the half has been 2-0. It was 10-9 with just over 10 minutes to go. Georgia has scored 2 points in about the last 7 minutes, and Missouri leads by 8, their largest lead of the half, 19-11.
Scott, if Dr. Naismith was watching this, he'd rethink the idea of the peach basket, maybe go with an oil drum.
Dogs have the ball. Wilridge drives, banks it off the glass and off the rim, and that's no good.
That would have gone in an oil drum.
That would have. It would have rolled in. And the rebound, as most of them have, goes to Missouri. 28-12. Missouri out-rebounding the Dogs here in this half. Tigers with the ball. They feed from the wing down into the left low block, and there's a foul on the Dogs. That's on Christian Harrison. That's his second. And now it's 1-1 for the Tigers. Both teams in the bonus for the last 2:53 of the half. Claxton comes back in for the Dogs. It'll be Jeremiah Tillman at the line, 6'10" sophomore forward for Missouri. Free throw, too deep. No good. Rebound, Jordan Harris for the Dogs. Tillman has missed all of his foul shots. He's 0 for 3. 19-11. It's only an 8-point lead. To get something going, we throw up an air ball. Wilridge on a three from the right wing. That wasn't even close. It was closer to the photographer sitting on the baseline. Ouch. Missouri's got the ball. They get the rebound again. And here's a bounce feed to Tillman driving from the left wing. He slashes down, takes the bounce feed, and dunks it home. 21-11. Missouri by 10. First double-digit lead of the half. 2:13 to go. Oh, Crump got wide open somehow. Wilridge saw him from the top of the key. Fired a pass in there. Tyree scores on an easy, uncontested lay-in.
Yeah, he left his defender standing over in the corner. I think the defender looked away for a second, and Tyree took off.
I think that's where our offense has been in the first half, in the corner. We finally get a second field goal in the last 8 minutes. Geist above the arc. Goes to the elbow to Puryear. His entry pass is tipped and batted right back to Missouri. They try a three, and that's no good. They still haven't made a three-pointer. Dogs rebound that miss. Here's Crump attacking, leans in, misses the one-hander. He was trying to take it in against the 6'10 Tillman, and that didn't work. Missouri has the ball, minute 27 to go in the half, 21-13. Tigers, we've got 13 points and 80 seconds to go in the half. Here's Watson to the foul line. Skip it over to Pinson for a three. That rattles out. That was Pickett, not Pinson, excuse me. Rebound on a hustle play by Claxton. Nicholas pushes it up into the front court, curls by the defender, runs right into a stone wall. Tillman falls down, loses the handle. We turn it over. Missouri gets the ball, runs it out with Geist running layup good. Geist in double figures with 10. Crowd wanted a foul on the other end, but Tillman was just standing there. Claxton ran into him.
He did.
23-13, 10-point lead for the Tigers. Less than a minute to play in the half. We might not get 15 points. Turtle Jackson with a crossover, dribble drive, fadeaway two, front rim no good. Rebound tapped out front, batted around, controlled by Georgia. Crump got it over to Harris, sets his feet. Here comes a three. That's no good. We're still stone cold from three, as are they. Neither team has made a three. Missouri leads by 10. They've got the ball. They attack. A whistle and a foul deep underneath the basket on the right end of the floor. That's going to go on Crump, a hack on the arm, says Joe Lindsay. 8th team foul on the Dogs, first on Tyree. It's going to send Jordan Geist to the foul line, the junior college transfer. He's a senior from Fort Wayne, Indiana. His junior college coach, a name familiar to SEC basketball fans, Billy Gillespie. Free throw is good by Geist. He's got 11. He's the leading scorer of the ballgame. Geist came in just 2 for 16 on threes over his last 3 games. Missouri as a team 0 for 12 from three-point range in this half. Georgia 0 for 10. Geist hits a pair of free throws. He's got a dozen points, and the lead grows to a dozen for Missouri. It's 25-13. Well, after one of Georgia's best moments of the year, winning at Florida on Saturday, this half.
This has been embarrassing. 13 points and being beaten on the boards, as badly as I've ever seen any team beaten. Certainly not Georgia.
Yeah, this half has erased that good feeling from Saturday. 8 seconds remain, and Missouri picks up a foul. Mitchell Smith was holding Claxton and picks up his 3rd foul.
So he'll go to the line for 1-and-1 with 8.2. That was not smart basketball by Missouri.
Conzo Martin having a conversation now with the lead official, Don Daly. And Georgia will sub. Crump and Ogbede come out. Harrison and Wilridge check in for Georgia. 8.2 seconds remaining. 25-13. It's a 12-point Missouri lead, their largest of the half. Georgia has not had a halftime lead since January 9th in our win over Vanderbilt. Claxton, front end of the 1-and-1 is good. All nets by Nicholas. That's 3 points in the game for Clax, who had 25 in the win over Florida on Saturday. But our shooting numbers are, in a word, hideous.
Woeful.
Turtle 0 for 5. Wilridge 1 for 3. Clax 1 for 3. Hightower 0 for 1. Crump 1 for 4. Ngumezi 0 for 2. Ogbede 1 for 3. Clax missed the second free throw, rebounded by Missouri. Those numbers aren't good either for Georgia anyway. Pickett falling out of bounds, tries to save it on the baseline, throws it away, threw it to Georgia, and the clock runs out at the end of the half.
And you know what, Scott, that final play just kind of summed up the whole first half. It was just sort of a cluster. It really was. It was. Unfortunately, it was theirs, not ours. But we had plenty that we could point to in that first half. And the only thing I can say is you're only down 11. We've climbed bigger mountains here. And, with 14 points in the first half, I've got to believe that the Dogs will come out and put on a different kind of offensive show in the second half. How they start this second half and they get the ball to start the second half, we'll have a lot to say about how the second half's going to go. But right now, we have got to start putting the ball in the basket at a higher rate and not be so embarrassed on the boards.
Obviously, that is our least productive half in any half this season. Halftime in Athens, Missouri 25, Georgia 14. And coming up next, it's our halftime report brought to you by Georgia Power. Georgia Power brings the energy for every game day into your community, too. Visit georgiapower.com/sports to learn more. Cabell Philpott standing by in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios with the Georgia Power halftime report. At intermission, Missouri 25, Georgia 14 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
When the lane's packed on the court, you go to the open player. When the lane's packed on the highway, you go to ProPilot Assist, the 2019 Nissan Rogue. Now with available Nissan intelligent mobility technologies like ProPilot Assist that can start and stop in highway traffic all on its own. Nissan Rogue for the win. Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the UGA Bulldogs. ProPilot Assist is an available feature and cannot prevent collisions. Always monitor traffic conditions. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. See owner's manual for safety information.
Hello, college basketball fans. I'm State Farm agent Cole Perez. State Farm has over 19,000 agents across the country. To give you an idea of how big a number that actually is, I will be counting to 19,000 on the radio. Okay, here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? We only have 30 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Talk to one of our over 19,000 State Farm agents about combining your home and auto insurance today.
I'm never gonna make it.
State Farm, here to help life go right.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, welcome to this Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the Spicy Italian and Black Forest Ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Welcome to the Georgia Power Halftime Report. Georgia Power, proud to power the Georgia Bulldogs. Live from the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, here's your host, Cabell Philpott.
Halftime at Stegman Coliseum, not pretty so far for the Georgia Bulldogs as Missouri leads Georgia 25-14 at the break. The rebounding margin largely in favor of Missouri, 32-16. The Dogs are getting beat on the boards. Missouri 11 of 34 from the floor. Georgia 6 of 26. Neither team has made a three-pointer so far. That's the story of this ball game at halftime. As we open up the Nissan SEC scoreboard, 10th-ranked LSU on the road at Florida. Not too much better in Gainesville. It's 14-12. 10th-ranked LSU in the lead over Florida. A big game in the SEC. 10th-ranked LSU fighting for the coveted championship of the regular season with Tennessee and Kentucky. Florida looking for an NCAA bid after losing to Georgia over the weekend. Florida back on the bubble, now trailing LSU 15-12. 10:56 remaining in the first half of that ball game. A little bit later on tonight, the nightcap in conference. Memorial Gym, the site, Arkansas, trying to stay out of the bottom four to get a first-round bye in the SEC tournament next week. They are playing winless Vanderbilt. Vandy 0-16 in SEC play, 9-20 overall. Halftime score at Stegman Coliseum, Missouri 25, Georgia 14 at the break. This has been the Nissan SEC scoreboard, brought to you by Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway. When we return, we'll check in on the top 25 and Georgia Tech in action tonight up on Tobacco Road. All that and more coming your way right after this timeout on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
We Dogs are known for always giving 110%, both on and off the field. But no matter how hard we work, we can't deny that getting sick is easy. Luckily, getting care is too. As the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont is committed to getting us better. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away, so for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Gear up for the season with the best Georgia gifts and apparel from the UGA Bookstore. At the UGA Bookstore, you'll find the biggest selection from top brands like Nike, Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and 47 Brand. Dress for the part with the latest game day styles at the UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. It's where dogs shop.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of UGA Athletics, and every Dogs fan deserves to save money. Get fired up about our low natural gas rates and switch to Scana Energy by calling 877-GO-SCANA or visiting scanaenergy.com. Your gas bill shouldn't make you see red. Red is reserved for game day. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com to start saving on your natural gas today.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Welcome back to the Georgia Power Halftime Report. Cabell Philpott inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Georgia battling Missouri so far. It's been mostly Tigers, 25-14, although Tigers haven't been playing very pretty either. Both these two teams have combined 0 for 22 from long range in the first half as we open up the Buffalo Wild Wings top 25 scoreboard. Just one other game out of conference in the top 25. We already told you 10th-ranked LSU leads Florida 23-16. 9-minute mark of the first half in Gainesville. And it's a Big East matchup at Seton Hall. 16th-ranked Marquette with the 6-point lead over the Pirates, 37-31. That the halftime score at the end of the half. This Buffalo Wild Wings top 25 scoreboard served up by Buffalo Wild Wings. Proud hangout for Georgia Athletics. Wings, beer, sports. One other team in action tonight from the Atlanta area, Georgia Tech on the road at NC State, trying to get to 6-12 in conference play. A 9 o'clock tip from PNC Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina. Halftime score, Georgia trailing Missouri 25-14 on Senior Night at Stegman. When we return, we'll give you some more of those fiery stats right after this timeout. The Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
Frank!
Sam! Hey, neighbor!
You want to watch TV? Or maybe grab some lunch?
What?
Do you want to come over?
Hey, how about some lunch?
What?
What?
Do you need a phone? Does your friend need one too? Come into an AT&T store to learn how to buy one smartphone and get a second one on us. AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing. Both lines must be on same wireless account. Other terms apply. See store for details.
Halftime in Athens, Missouri 25, Georgia 14. The University of Georgia Athletic Association would like to welcome Gainesville Mechanical and Longhorn Steakhouse in Athens, as well as the Georgia Cotton Commission from the agricultural category to its new Hometown Team Partner Program. Let's support our hometown team partners. And our Northside Impact is sponsored by Northside Hospital Atlanta, who diagnoses and treats more new cancer cases than any other hospital in Georgia, providing care at 48 cancer centers. You can learn more at builttobeatcancer.com. First half stats, as Cabell was going through some of them. We'll hit the highlights or the I don't think there are any highlights, actually.
Well, Scott, you
after
know what?
a 25-14 first half.
Yeah, I was just thinking with 14 points in the first half, maybe at halftime we'd have been better served just to stay out here and practice shooting.
Well, that was not a terrible idea, and that's what both teams are doing now, as Georgia shot 23% in the first half, 6 of 26. We had 6 field goals and 7 turnovers in the first half. We didn't make a three-pointer, 0 for 10, 2 for 6 from the foul line. Missouri's numbers, 11 of 34 from the field. They were 32.5%. They were 0 for 12 on threes and 3 for 7 at the foul line. They're killing Georgia on the glass, 32-16 on the boards.
And that's the worst thing, because we are not accustomed, first off, to losing battles on the boards. You know, we win more often than we lose on the glass because that's effort, and we always put forth effort.
Fewest points scored in the SEC this season belong to Texas A&M. They scored 43 in a loss to Missouri. It's 25-14 at half. Tigers leading the Dogs. Second half on the way next on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's number 2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hi, Jamie. It's you, Jamie. Don't hang up. You need to hear this. You gotta quit wearing that aviator jacket. Nobody's buying it. I'm sorry you have to hear it from me, but at Progressive, we're all about giving it to people straight. That's why we show our rates alongside our competitors' rates. And when you're helping people find great rates, you don't need some jacket to look cool. Just keep rocking that scarf.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparisons not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Second half just about ready to crank up here at Stegman Coliseum on senior night, 25-14. The seniors would like to put that first half in the rearview mirror and never even think about it ever again in their lifetime.
Well, it starts with a little more aggressive on the boards. And I know that sounds funny given the way we've shot, but I believe if we'll do a better job on the boards, the shooting will follow.
Let's hope. Dogs down 11 and will have the ball to start the second half. Claxton will lob it into the backcourt to Turtle Jackson, and here we go. Final 20 minutes at home underway. Dogs working around the perimeter. Crump starts for Georgia in the second half. Harris feeds it inside to Ogbede. That's going to be a hold on Missouri, I think. That's on Jeremiah Tillman. That's his second foul for Missouri. Tillman was battling Ogbede, trying to keep him off the block down there. Dogs will inbound the ball with 20 on the shot clock. Harris throws it into Claxton, who has to chase it down high on the far side of the floor. Turtle with the ball, steps up towards the three-point line and bricks a three-pointer. Rebound to Missouri. Now we're 0 for 11 on threes, but they're 0 for 12. 25-14. Tigers by 11. They've got their first possession of the second half. Here's Pinson off the wing, right side of the floor. Check a whistle on the baseline. And now they're going to get Derrick.
That's the payback.
Battling Tillman down there, same kind of thing. Ogbede with his third, however. 40 seconds into the half, Derrick picks up foul number 3. They inbound it to Geist. He beat Jordan Harris and lays it up and in. Out of bounds play, successful for the second time in the ball game for the Tigers. And they lead 27-14. Largest lead of the game for the Tigers. And another whistle. Missouri called for the foul. That's going to be on Tillman again.
Well, and Joe Lindsey made all 3 of the calls.
No, that was on Puryear, excuse me. That was on Kevin Puryear, his second.
Joe may be looking for more TV time. That's his 3rd straight call.
Dogs will inbound. We haven't even played a minute here. We've had 3 or 4 whistles already. The entry is tipped and stolen by the Tigers. Pinson going to run out ahead of Turtle and lay it up and in on the left end of the floor. Xavier Pinson with his first field goal of the ball game. It's 29-14. Not the start the Dogs had hoped for after a dismal first half. Turtle dribbles behind a double screen out front. Top of the key, now drive down the right edge of the lane. Lost the handle. There's a whistle that bails us out. Foul is going to be on Xavier Pinson from Missouri. That's 3 on Pinson, the 6'2 freshman guard from Chicago. And the Dogs will inbound again. 18:38 to go in the ball game. 29-14. The lead has grown to 15 points for the Tigers. Pinson out, Watson in for Conzo Martin's team in black and gold. Dogs in white, the throwback white uniforms. Claxton dribbles slowly, flips it over to Turtle. He dribbles on the logo. 13 to shoot. Ogbede with a head start. He may have gotten away with a walk. He shuffled his feet, shoots from the left side. Bank shot, too hard, off the rim. No good. Rebound to Missouri. Tigers with the ball. Geist pushes it into the left corner to Pickett. Back up to Geist. Near side of the floor, guarded by Turtle Jackson. We're down 15. Crump now guarding the ball handler. Swipes at it. Watson pulls it away. Geist has it now, far side of the floor on the wing. Pickett, top of the key, 6 to shoot. Over to Geist. Inside deep to Tillman. Spin move on the baseline. We got him pinned in under there. His pass out is tipped and stolen. Good defense by the Dogs. Claxton got the deflection and Georgia got the steal. Crump nowhere to go. He dribbled it into the lane. Gets it out to Turtle. Back to Tyree for an open 3. Left wing, off the rim, no good. Rebound to Missouri. They continue to dominate the glass. Nobody's dominating the basket because neither team can score with any kind of consistency. Geist works one-on-one with Turtle Jackson. Drops it off top of the key to Tillman. Over to Pickett. He'll drive through the circle, top of the key. Give it to Geist. 10 on the shot clock. Now 9, now 8. Geist steps in, then steps back above the arc. Overhead cross court to Puryear into the corner for a 3. That was around the rim and off by Torrance Watson. No good. Rebound, Christian Harrison. Dogs push it up near side in a hurry. Turtle into Claxton. Comes back out with it now. And they reset. We were running Claxton down the lane, but he couldn't catch the ball and get a good angle on a lay-in. So we pulled it back out. 13 on the shot clock. Claxton left open for a 3. That one won't go. Rebound, Missouri on the baseline. They lose it out of bounds. Well, Pickett couldn't handle it, and he bounced it on the baseline.
You know, look, the way we're rebounding the offensive glass, any help they want to give us, we're gratefully accept.
I've never seen three-point shooting like this. Both teams are combined 0 for 26.
That's amazing.
Oh, my goodness. 29-14. Missouri by 15. Georgia hasn't scored here in the second half. And we're 3:15, now more than that, into the second half. Turtle drives, fadeaway 2 with one hand, won't go. Rebound, loose on the left side of the floor, picked up off the bounce by Claxton. Dogs get another look. Crump has it to the foul line, dumps it inside to Ogbede. He's fouled. Backpedaling and trying to defend was Mitchell Smith. I think they got Pickett for the foul instead. They did. I thought they got Smith for his 4th, but they got Pickett for his 1st.
Well, they're going to give Derek 2 at the free throw line. And you know what? We haven't been outstanding there either. I mean, first half at the free throw line, we were 2 for 6.
And that's what we are right now. 2 shots for Ogbede. First free throws of the second half for the Dogs. Clock stopped with 16:29. Derek sinks the free throw. Derek's got 4 points, and he's our leading scorer with Jordan Harris, who also has 4. We have 15 in the ballgame right now. Tillman out, Nico in. They swap out 6'10 players, roughly the same size, 6'10 and 250. Derek, left-handed release, rolls it in there good. He made them both. Ogbede, our leading scorer, with a whopping 5 points. It's 29-16. We're down 13 with 16:22 to go.
You know, I'll say this crowd trying to get into it and help the Dogs.
They're trying, you're right. Just begging for some kind of a run. Missouri. Smith going to shoot a 3 left side, hits the far side of the rim. Fagan rebounds for the Dogs. Tipped it to himself on the baseline and stayed in bounds. Crump has it now in front court, right in front of the Georgia bench. Fagan needs some help on the wing. Passes it back out front to Crump between the circles. Screen by Harrison. Crump goes left behind the screen. And a foul.
Oh, they're piling them up. That's their 5th.
Missouri. That's on Javon Pickett. That's his 2nd. And as Chuck said, the team's 5th. We've got 1 in the half. Wow, that was kind of like the beginning of the ballgame. 29-16. We had 2 points in that first 4 minutes and 9 seconds. Timeout with 15:51 to go. Somebody get hot, please. 29-16. Tigers lead the Dogs on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Infrastructure. Have you really stopped to think about what that means to you? Airports, hospitals, education, and economic centers, all built to elevate our lives. But who builds them? The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613, believes we should be those people. It's why we train 5 years in the heat, the cold, day or night, rain or shine. We create a better life for everyone. IBEW Local 613. Everyday people committed to building an extraordinary world.
Home or away, win or lose, you are a die-hard fan. Tethered to your team by a legacy of fierce ambition and unwavering pride.
At Ford, it's this kind of drive and dedication that pushes us to go further. With smart technology and innovative design, Ford gives you the confidence, comfort, and style you need for the road ahead. For great offers on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, see your local Ford dealer today.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of UGA Athletics, and every Dogs fan deserves to save money. Get fired up about our low natural gas rates and switch to Scana Energy by calling 877-GO-SCANA or visiting scanaenergy.com. Your gas bill shouldn't make you see red. Red is reserved for game day. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com to start saving on your natural gas today.
Fans, your Georgia Bulldogs go above and beyond every single game. Rocket Mortgage goes above and beyond to provide a seamless mortgage experience. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics.
Scott, sometimes stats tell the story of a game. And certainly the shooting percentages, and particularly for those from behind the arc, tell the story of this one on the scoreboard. But you know what doesn't? They're out rebounding us 35-20 right now. 35-20, and yet we're leading them in second chance points 4-2.
They are leading us in points off turnovers 9-2. Both teams with 8 turnovers. The Dogs inbound. We've got Ingomeze back in the contest. Nope, he left. He was on the floor for a second, but I guess he was just out there for the timeout. Then he left. Crump misses a three, right wing. Claxton saves the rebound in the corner, heaves it back with one arm over his head, going out of bounds, but Missouri picks it off. Ronnie Suggs into the ball game for the Tigers for the first time. Caught the save by Claxton. Tigers by 13, 29-16. They've got the ball left into the floor. Geist with a low dribble through the lane. Kick out for a three. There's the first one of the game. Torrance Watson.
Oh, so you get 3 points if you hit from back there?
That little arcing line, that's 20 feet 9 inches away. If you're behind it, you get 3, and that's what Watson just did. The Dogs have yet to hit one from that spot.
Well, we owe them.
Harrison. One-handed pass to the right side of the floor to Crump. He'll dribble it left off the wing. Square up with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Crump behind a screen from Ogbede. Curls under the basket. Throws it into the lane. It's picked off. Threw it away. Trying to go to Christian Harrison. Guy stepped in front and stole it. Another turnover by the Dogs. 32-16 Tigers. Geist to the wing to Watson. Feed it inbounds to Puryear. We try to draw a charge. Puryear jump hook left on the rim and rebounded by the Dogs. Crump tried to draw a charge. There was no whistle. Crump's got the ball now on the offensive end. Through traffic, through the lane, feeds Ogbede. He may have been fouled on the shot. The shot never got in the arc under. It ended up being like a line drive pass. That's what never got near the rim. There was no whistle then. And Missouri has possession. Geist one-on-one with Harrison. They screen with Big Tillman. Throw it into the corner. Kevin Puryear, open three, good. Now there's 2 for Missouri.
And that one didn't look good.
35-16. Georgia calls a timeout. We just can't score the ball tonight. Never seen anything like it. Full timeout here. 13:56 to go in the ball game. 35-16. Tigers leading the Dogs on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Welcome to Flavor Showdown! It's time for the lightning round. A snack that's actually a meal.
Zaxby's Big Zax Snack?
A superhero would have this superpower.
Grilled chicken sandwich vision!
Oh, perfect score!
Fall in love again with your 5 favorite Zaxby's meals. The Big Zax Snack, boneless wings, kickin' chicken sandwich, chicken finger sandwich, and the grilled chicken sandwich meal, each served with crinkle fries and a 22-ounce drink.
Zaxby's, friends, family, flavor.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
You can turn left, you can turn right, or if you're behind the wheel of the all-new BMW X5, you can decide not to turn at all. With an available mighty 456 horsepower engine, enhanced suspension for absolute comfort or sportier driving style, and a fully redesigned interior, you can take on any journey and truly enjoy any drive. Test drive the all-new BMW X5 at your local BMW dealer today.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
This is Shaq for Gold Bond Men's Lotion. Since you can't see my awesomeness right now, let me put it to you this way. Gold Bond Men's Lotion makes my skin look like... Turn it up. Without it, your skin's like... terrible. Again with... nice. Without it... lame.
Gold Bond Men's Lotion. Skin strengthening proteins plus 7 intensive moisturizers. Dry skin becomes healthy. Good looking.
Man up with Gold Bond.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. For every 3-point shot made by the Dogs, Scana Energy will make a $25 donation to the University of Georgia General Scholarship Fund. Scana says, go Dogs. So do we. We're down 19, 35-16.
Well, I got to tell you, coming out of Gainesville the other night, I did not see this coming. I thought Georgia certainly had a great chance to put together back-to-back wins. But the way we have shot the basketball tonight and rebounded, woo.
Our deficit is larger than our point total. That's a problem. Dogs with the ball, front court, right end here at Stegman. We're down a bunch. There's Wilridge with a bullet pass on the baseline. It hit Fagan or it hit Ogbede and bounced away, but we retrieved the ball. Fagan drives for a layup attempt. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, knocked out of bounds into the far side of the floor. Harris was going for the ball, and Fagan hustling to try to get his own miss, but too late. Dogs with a little three-quarter court 1-2-2 zone pressure now. Missouri still in backcourt. And a 10 count. It worked. Geist didn't get the ball in the front court in time. A 10-second violation. That might be our first this year.
I got to tell you something. Missouri just looked very nonchalant about it, like they got all 30 seconds to get it up there.
It was Kevin Puryear and Geist. I mean, two seniors you're talking about. They couldn't get the ball in the front court.
Zero look of urgency.
Dogs get it on the turnover. Now you need to make them pay with some points. They've been hard to come by for the Dogs. We've got 16. 35-16 is the score. Fagan dribbles on the far side, comes near to Harris. Deep in the right corner baseline to Claxton. He's fouled under the basket by Tillman. A blocking foul by the big guy. That's 3 on Jeremiah Tillman. Turtle Jackson hustles to the scorer's table to check in for the Dogs. Fagan comes out. 6th team foul on the Tigers here in the half. 13:05 to go in the game.
All right. Well, Tom Crean has on the floor right now the guys. If you're going to make a run, this is when you're going to have to do it. You've got Claxton, Ogbede, Turtle, Jordan Harris, and Torian Wilridge out there, a senior. So
Ogbede left to the lane, puts it on the floor, goes to the basket, shoots it over the iron. Rebound to Missouri. Derek wasn't close then. He skidded that ball high above the square, and it comes down to the Tigers on the rebound. 35-16, Missouri leads. Go to Puryear, touch pass along the baseline. Nico, reverse lay-in, good. Well, they ran the high-low game to perfection that time. Reed Nico with his second field goal of the game. 37-16, the lead grows for Missouri. Claxton with the ball, right corner to Harris. Wide open three, missed it from the right corner, and we missed the rebound. Claxton couldn't grasp it to Missouri. Here go the Tigers running right down the lane. Shot blocked. Suggs tried to lay it up from the left side, and there's a foul on Turtle Jackson. His second. JoJo Toppin going to come into the ball game for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, Coach Green looking for any answer he can find over there.
Well, Chuck, we're shooting 16.5%. 6 for 36.
Wow.
0 for 15 on threes. Suggs at the line. 6'6" redshirt junior, transfer from Bradley. Left-handed shooter, misses the free throw. He's 60% for the year. Hadn't been there a lot. That's just his 21st attempt. And he misses it. Ogbede comes out, and Toppin comes in. He has not played the last 6 games and has just 1 minute in the last 11 games, and 10 did not plays. But he's playing tonight, and hopefully he's going to be effective. You got to be ready when your name is called, right?
That's exactly right. Next man up. I got to tell you, we've noticed that young man coming back out on the court late night after games are over and practicing on his own, working hard. And so it's not like he's not putting in the time and effort to improve his game.
Suggs hit the second free throw, missed the first. It's a 22-point lead for Missouri. It's 38-16. Toppin works on the left side, fakes left, drives to the right, goes to the basket, and let's check the call. Missed the lay-in.
On Nick, I believe.
The rebounding foul on Claxton is the call on Georgia, and we get into a timeout. It'll be Missouri's ball after the break. 11:56 to go in the game. Tigers 38, Dogs 16. Bulldogs Sports Network.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Babe, put your phone down.
Can't. I'm customizing a Nissan Rogue in our team colors for our chance to win it.
But real fans watch everything.
Okay, real fan. Who's winning?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll take the Rogue.
Enter the Nissan Own the Paint sweepstakes today at nissanusa.com/Rogue sweepstakes.
Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the UGA Bulldogs.
No purchase necessary. To enter and for official rules, visit nissanusa.com/Rogue sweepstakes. Ends 3/31/19. Open to residents of the U.S. or D.C. except Alaska, 18 and older. Void where prohibited.
When you're getting ready to cheer on the Bulldogs, bring more flavor to the game with Cheez-It and Pringles. And now Cheez-It and Pringles give you the chance to win the biggest prize of the season, a trip to Minneapolis to hoop it up with the stars at the Celebrity Crunch Classic. Visit CelebrityCrunchClassic.com for entry details and official rules. No purchase necessary. Ends 3/8/19. Void where prohibited. Stock up on Cheez-It and Pringles. Enter for your chance to win. And go Dogs!
Right now, come in and get exceptional offers on all BMWs in stock. Visit one of your Atlanta area BMW centers soon for test drive. Proud to be the official luxury vehicle of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for more offer details. Now would be a good time to go and take that test drive because my eyes are burning. Georgia 0 for 11, Chuck, in the second half. We haven't made a shot in the second half.
Yeah, I got something burning too, but it's not my eyes.
16%. That's what the Dogs are shooting. It's 38-16, Missouri.
I'm stunned by this. I really am.
Me and you both, buddy. Tigers will have the ball. They'll inbound it. Just under 12 minutes remaining in the contest. Ronnie Suggs, the 6'6" junior guard, inbounds to Geist. Again, Georgia with 1-2-2 three-quarter court pressure, and they just get it inside the half-court line with about a second and a half to spare. Almost got another 10 count. Now they're finally going into their half-court set. There's 13 seconds on the clock. They feed it into Puryear. Heaves the ball right side for a three. Suggs nicks the iron. Rebound to the Dogs. Here comes Georgia. Looking for our first field goal of the half. We're 0 for 11. Toppin has it. Comes near side to Turtle. He backs it up. 38-16.
Played almost 9 minutes. We've got 2 points in this half.
Woolridge has it above the arc left side. They go into the corner. Toppin for three. Good!
Yeah! Attaboy, JoJo.
Way to go, JoJo Toppin. There's our Scana Energy three-pointer.
And listen to this crowd.
That's Toppin's first three of the year. 38-19. They're waiting to cheer for something and finally got that something. Dogs in a zone. Missouri works it around the perimeter. Guy sees a lane, drives into the paint, kick out. Watson for a three. Good. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Terrence Watson with his second three. Both in this half, and it's 41-19. Dogs feed it into Claxton. He draws a double team on the left block. Spin move, jump hook, good. Whistle and a foul. Count it. Going to the line. And that foul on Mitchell Smith. That's his fourth. That's our Swifty Car Wash Express play of the game. Let's try that again. That's our Swifty Car Wash Express play of the game. The feed into Nicholas Claxton. And he had a reverse pivot, jump hook, and he got fouled. He's going to the line for a three-point opportunity. Claxton's got 5. All righty then. And now he's got 6. That's what we get for sitting close to the bench. 41-22 is our score. Claxton with the three-point play for the Dogs. Missouri in the front court. Dogs are trying to force the issue defensively.
You know, you've got a cough button over there.
But it doesn't work for everybody. Three-pointer again, Watson, good. That's 3 in the half for Torrance Watson, who had 20 in the win over South Carolina on Saturday. He's got 11 now. 44-22. Tigers by 22. Wilridge has it in the lane. Pump fake against the double team. Misses a 3-footer. Toppin with the rebound. Then the putback. Rattles off the iron. No good. Rebound tapped out and controlled by Missouri.
Boy, JoJo got robbed that time. He had it rattling around in there, and it just popped out.
He's had a couple of those. He gets right to the rim. Hasn't been able to finish. He did hit a 3 from the left corner, though, for our first of the night. Geist has it above the arc. Deep in the left corner for Missouri. Down on the far left end of the floor. He drives. He goes by Toppin through the lane. Sweeping layup good from the right side of the iron. Geist with 16. 46-22 Missouri. Dogs drive. Blocking foul. Geist is called. And that's going to be 1-1 for the Dogs now. Geist went sliding a pretty good way there under the basket as he was run through by JoJo Toppin. 46-22. Toppin will go to the foul line. JoJo, 6'6" freshman from Norcross, originally from Brooklyn. He's 5 of 6 from the line this year.
As I've mentioned, we've seen this young man working, not getting much playing time, but continuing to work on his own to try to get better.
The left-hander rips it good. Toppin's first free throw of the night gives him 4 points on the evening. JoJo playing for the first time in the last 7 games. 46-23. Second free throw by the left-hander in the air, and it is good. 46-24. Toppin with 5.
That ties for the lead, our leading scorer.
I think Clax has 6.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Don't overlook that. 46-24. Missouri down the lane. Pinson tries to lay it up. We block his shot. They chase down the loose ball. They battle for it. And Tillman's going to put it up and in from the left side, and he's getting fouled at the same time. Claxton hit him on the arm, says Don Daly. They'll count the bucket and send Tillman to the free throw line. Clock stopped with 8:57 to go. 48-24. Tillman with 6 and looking for number 7 at the line. Missouri with 2 players in double figures. Geist with 16, Watson with 11. Free throw nowhere near, bounces twice off the rim, and the rebound goes to Claxton. Dogs have nobody in double figures. Claxton spins down the lane. He shoots and scores off the glass against a double team. On the spin move, he got fouled as well, and he'll go to the line again.
That's Nick with a payback.
Per year with the foul, his 3rd. And Claxton now with 8 points and looking for 9 and a 3-point play. 48-26 Missouri. Clock stopped with 8:49 remaining. Big Clax at the foul line. Free throw in the air. Rattles out and falls in there good. Claxton was going in to finish if it came off, but it fell through good for the 3-point play. He's got 9. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station ID, Bulldogs Sports Network. Dogs set their defense. Missouri trying to inbound with Geist. He runs along the baseline, bounces it in on the far side of the floor to Torrance Watson. They get it to Pinson into the front court. Pinson curls through the lane. Now they'll work some clock. 8:40 to go. 48-27. Tigers by 21. And they've got the ball. Xavier Pinson, the 6'2 guard, behind the screen, works against Wilridge down the lane, and layup good. He caught that right edge of the lane and got just enough of a step on Etorian to beat him to the rim.
I think Etorian thought he was going to be able to get it from behind, trailing him just right out of his reach.
50-27. Dogs trail by 23. Wilridge, left edge of the lane, kick out. Jordan Harris, 3-pointer. He rips it good from the left corner. There's another Scana Energy 3. That one to Jordan Harris, his first of the night. It's only Georgia's second 3-pointer this evening. We're now 2 for 17. 50-30 is the score. It's a 20-point Tiger lead, less than 8 minutes to play. Somebody's wide open in the left corner for the Tigers. Watson, the guy that's hit all the threes, and he just hit another one. Wow, he was so wide open. He's got 4 threes in the half and 14 points. And we got a timeout. Media timeout here with 7:47 to go. Missouri called it. media will take over the break in the action. 53-30. Tigers lead the Dogs on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Hey, Georgia fans, at StubHub, every Bulldog ticket is 100% guaranteed. You'll find the best selection of tickets anywhere. StubHub's been getting fans into the game for over 17 years, and StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. StubHub, be there. 53-30. Dogs trail Missouri here with 7:47 to go in the contest.
Scotty, you know, I don't think I've seen one like this. I've seen games that start bad for us, but we usually recover and we'll play really well for a stretch or in the second half or something of that nature. And I guess I should take, some solace in the fact that we only had 14 points in the first half and we've got 16 so far in the second half. But our shooting has still just not been anywhere near what it needed to be.
Oh, we missed their first 11 shots of the second half. Hightower's in, Harrison in, Toppin, Claxton. Toppin drives against one of their big defenders in there. Falls to the floor. He was fouled. And he'll go to the line. JoJo aggressively attacking the basket that time.
And when you watch JoJo play, look, he may lack in some areas, but I'll tell you one thing he does not lack at is athleticism. He's like Jordan Harris in the fact that he's got quickness and he's got the ability to get up in the air.
Toppin back to the foul line. Free throw. That one's too deep. No good. He made his first 2 of the night. He misses that one. He's got 5 points.
We're in the double bonus now. 7.5 minutes to play.
That foul was on Tillman. That's his 4th. He's on the verge of fouling out for the 11th time this season for Missouri. Second free throw. Tillman. Good. Caught a little bit of the iron, but fell through. Toppin with 6, and that matches his season best. 53-31. Missouri with a big lead of 22 points, 7:20 to go in the contest. Man-to-man defense for the Dogs. Pinson feeds it inside to Tillman. Jump hook, he was a mismatch inside. I think he was matched up with Christian Harrison. Tillman at 6'10", and Christian is not 6'10".
Nor close to it.
8 points for Tillman, 55-31. Missouri with the lead. Christian Harrison with the ball, dribbles top of the key. Sends it left to Hightower. High on the left wing. Geist guarding, but not tight. Sends it down into the corner to Clax. Back up to Hightower. Wow, deep 30-footer off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Missouri. That was way beyond NBA range. Tigers with the ball, 6.5 minutes to play. They got a big old fat comfortable lead of 24 points. They work it around the three-point line. Geist attacks from the left, drives, blocked from behind, and they call interference on Harrison, I believe, for Georgia. They'll give Geist the bucket. He's got 18 now. Geist had 15, 5 points, 3 assists in the win over South Carolina. Was 0 for 6 on threes. He has not made a three-pointer tonight, but he hasn't really needed to. He's 8 of 12. Shooting the ball tonight. He's missed all 3 of his three-point attempts. But Missouri leads by 26, 57-31. Toppin with the ball is going to hoist the 3 deep on the left side. That's no good. Rebound loose on the floor. It rolls down to Missouri as Tillman picks it up on the left block.
And that's how it's gone for us tonight on the glass. He tapped it out, but tapped it to our guy, but it went right through his hands on the floor, and they picked it up.
Ngumeze is back in for the Dogs. Geist off the left wing, into the circle, now back out above the arc. Claxton chasing it. 10 seconds to shoot for Missouri. Kills the dribble on the wing, goes to the elbow. The big Mitchell Smith out above the arc. There's Watson wide open again. Nobody defended him. Another three-pointer. That's his 5th of the half. He had 2 points at halftime. Now he's got 17 because he's hit 5 threes. Georgia calls a time with 5:29 to go. Missouri's clobbering the Dogs 60-31. Yeah, safe to say we didn't see this one coming when you had a 4-12 Missouri team, 4-12 in league play, and a 2-14 Georgia team. Thought the matchup would be a little bit closer than this one. Both teams have had similar issues this season.
Well, let's talk about the good news, and that is that this team's got a couple of really good quality players signed already, and they've got for next year incoming freshmen. They've got I think some highly publicized commitments, and you're already seeing a lot of enthusiasm in the stands for Georgia basketball and at the ticket window now. We're already getting money deposits coming in for season tickets for next year. I think everybody's very optimistic on what next season will hold for these Georgia Bulldogs. I know I'm one of those because I can see with what the Dogs have coming back and what the additions to this team will be, just how great this team can be. You know, we're playing tonight again without Rashawn Hammonds, and that's there's no doubt that's handicapped us.
Yeah, this contest has the feel of a lot of teaching moments for these younger guys like Fagan, who's on the floor, and Toppin, who hasn't played much. You're getting an opportunity to get some minutes in a game that has gotten away from us. Turtle Jackson whips it to Fagan. Fagan attacks from the inside. Bounce feed to Ngumeze on the block. Tried to thread the needle. It's deflected by Missouri and stolen.
Because he was just a split second late on letting the pass go. And again, you mentioned a teaching moment. He'll learn from that.
Missouri pump fake and a travel by Xavier Pinson, who fell down over the inline.
If Ty Fagan had let that pass go just a split second sooner, Ngumeze would have had it. He just that split second gave the defender a chance to get his hand in there.
Each team now with 10 turnovers. Less than 5 minutes to play. Missouri 60, Georgia 31. Claxton between the circles, left hand, now right hand dribble, screened by Ngumeze, feeds Jordan Harris. He'll drive hard with the left hand, left edge of the lane on a curl, and shoots off the glass. That's no good, and they call an offensive foul on the Dogs. That's on Jordan Harris. His first. That's 5 on the Dogs. As Chuck pointed out earlier, Georgia's in the double bonus, but can't get to the free throw line. Pressure by the Dogs. Missouri 2 passes, and they beat it into the front side. Xavier Pinson, slow dribble on the logo. To our left, got a screen from Tillman. He rolls down into the lane. They don't get him the ball. Geist has it. He'll feed him on the left block. Tillman works against Ngumeze. Pump fake, shoots over the freshman. Rattles out, no good. Rebound goes to Georgia, but a foul on the Dogs, I believe, is going to be the call. Yep, they got a foul on Jordan. That's his second. Picks up 2 quick ones there. 4:19 on the clock. And Tigers go to the line. Mitchell Smith, 6'10 forward from Van Buren, Arkansas. He got the start tonight, his first of the year. Those gold shoes toeing the line, missing the free throw. Mitchell Smith looking for his first points of the evening. Crump to check in for the Dogs. Reed Nico to check in for Missouri. Tillman comes out. He's got 4 fouls. 31 points. That's what Georgia has with 4:19 to play. We're down 60-31.
Tyree's had a rough night tonight. 1 for 6 from the floor. 0 for 2 at the free throw line. He's been 0 for 4 behind the arc, and he's had 3 turnovers. Just been a rough night.
Smith missed both free throws. That second one dipped in below the ironing, came back out. Dogs with the ball. Crump, jumper from the left side.
There you go, Tyree.
Good for 2, and they fouled him. Count the basket. A free throw coming. Crump inside the arc on the far side of the floor, knocked down the long 2. And the foul was on Torrance Watson, his first. And Crump to the line for a 3-point opportunity. Free throw in the air, down, dips out.
Wow.
Tyree at 82%, 0 for 3 from the line tonight.
That's just not him. He just not himself tonight.
60-33. Less than 4 minutes to play. Connor O'Neal's going to check into the ball game, and JoJo Toppin. Might get all the seniors in tonight. Missouri with the ball, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Pinson with a screen way out front by Nico. He tries to roll and post, but Pinson's going to take it, layup, rolls around the iron and kicks out. No good. The basket didn't like that taste. Dogs got the rebound. Crump on the other end handles the basketball, kills the dribble, goes to Turtle on the far side to Amanze. Baseline 2 deep in the left corner, won't go. Rebound tapped out by the Dogs. Out to Crump. He attacks, floater with the right hand off the square and good. Tyree with 6, 60-35. Tigers with the ball, 3:06 to go. 3:05, the countdown on.
If we can get a 25-0 run here.
In the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, Mike
Edwards is going to check in too. That'll be all the seniors getting into the ball game. Ball knocked into the backcourt, chased by Turtle, couldn't get to it, went out of bounds. And we got a timeout as our substitutions into the ball game. Toppin, O'Neal, and Edwards will be in after the timeout. 2:54 remaining. It's Missouri 60 and the Dogs 35 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, but we know you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
We are the Georgia Bulldogs. Day in and day out, we push ourselves to the limit, always going the extra mile to be the best we can possibly be. With a work ethic that never quits and a spirit that never wavers.
At Ford, it's this kind of commitment that makes F-Series America's best-selling truck. For great offers on F-150, see your local Ford dealer today or visit buyfordnow.com.
Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Here's your game recap brought to you by Regions Bank, the official bank of the SEC. Well, it's just been a dismal night shooting the ball for the Dogs tonight. 23% in the first half, 0 for 10 on threes in the first half, and we had 14 points. Second half, not a whole lot better. 27% from the field, 2 of 9 on threes. So we're shooting 25% for the game and 2 of 19 on three-point shots for the game. It's 60-35. Dogs getting just abused on the glass, Chuck, 49-26.
Yeah, it's amazing. And if you add up, the total number of, we've counting free throws, field goals, we've made 21. We've put the ball in the basket only 21 times tonight out of a total of 63 shots.
Just 12 field goals for the Dogs, 12 of 48. Missouri with the ball. And a 25-point lead. They just run the shot clock out. They never even looked at it. Reed Nicko he had the hot potato. He ended up holding the ball when it hit zero. And he was like looking around like, what?
What'd I do?
What was that noise? Why'd you give me the ball when it hit zero? I guess you can afford a shot clock violation when you're up 25 with 2:40 to go. We've got Mike Edwards in the ball game and Connor O'Neill, 2 of our 6 seniors on the roster. Edwards works on the left side, comes near side to Turtle. Turtle straightaway 3. Good. Turtle Jackson, one of our seniors, with his first points of the evening, a 3-pointer. 60-38. Missouri has possession. Geis just holding on the far side of the floor. They come to Pinson on the near side. Pinson dribbles, 9 seconds on the clock. Edwards guarding. Back to Geis. Turtle goes with him. They screen with Nicko. Geis dribbles right side. He's doubled. They throw it inside to Nicko, and he scores right at the end of the shot clock. He ended up being matched up with Toppin, who was able to take the ball away from JoJo and score on an easy lay-in.
Well, I love watching Coach Green, he calling time. He was furious with the way they were. Look at him coaching. Look at him coaching. I mean, look, this game's out of hand. This game's over. Just 1:38 to play. You've got the end of your bench out there on the floor, and he is coaching like this is going to get us to the Final Four. You got to admire that. That's a guy that just wants the game played correctly all the time.
Called the timeout with 1:38 to go. And that's our last timeout. It's 62-38. Ignas Sargunas was waiting to check into the ball game. I'm assuming he'll come in now after the timeout. As the team is huddled up, they're all standing right in front of us, huddled up around Tom Crean. Dogs will drop to 20 or 2-15 rather, 2-15 in the SEC. We've got one more game to go in the regular season before the SEC tournament in Nashville next week. And we'll be in Columbia, South Carolina, Saturday afternoon for a 1 o'clock contest. Gamecocks have certainly been an interesting story this year. They have a chance to be
strange team,
one of the top 4 teams in the league, and right around 500. They're 500 right now, 15-15, but 10-7 in league play.
Yeah, which, you know, they're going to end up getting a double bye perhaps in the SEC tournament and not make the NCAA field.
Unless they win the tournament.
That's right.
I remember 2008. Georgia came into the tournament dead last in the league. We won 4 times in the SEC. And then proceeded to beat Ole Miss and Kentucky and Mississippi State and Arkansas, and even changed venues and survived a tornado, won the SEC tournament. Yeah. So anything can happen. Crump for a long 2, left edge of the circle, off the iron, no good. Foul on the play.
Connor going to the line.
Foul on Suggs. 2 free throws coming for Connor O'Neill, 6'6" senior forward from Roswell, Georgia. Has 1 career point in his days as a Georgia walk-on. He's 1 for 4 in his career at the free throw line. This will be his first attempt of the year. Come on, Connor, knock it down.
That'd be nice. You know, another one of our seniors, a guy that's worked really hard. I know this is a guy that has the admiration of this coaching staff because of the way he works in practice every day.
O'Neal, free throw, dips out, no good. Hit the iron. The right-hander couldn't sink it. Now Adam Wolf checks in for Missouri, 6'7" senior, one of their walk-ons. He's from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. That's my favorite city in Wisconsin. And O'Neal hits the free throw, 1 of 2.
That one.
Second career point for Connor O'Neill, one of the walk-on seniors for the Dogs. 62-39. 80 seconds to go in our home finale. Hasn't been what Georgia had hoped, but we'll play again on Saturday on the road. Watson dribbles for Missouri. Left wing, back and forth, fires across to Wolf. They go into the corner. Suggs out of the corner against Toppin, into the paint. Shoots with the left hand, fading to his left, off the rim. Offensive rebound, Missouri. Less than a minute to go, and they'll kill a lot more clock. 25 on the shot clock. And the official stops play for a moment to sweep something off the floor and let Brooks Ford check into the ball game for the Tigers.
And you know what? I'm not sure there was anything on the floor. I think he was just letting that young man get on the floor for Missouri, and good for him.
Tigers inbound the ball into the backcourt as Wolf throws it into Xavier Pinson. Sargunas guards him. 43 seconds to play in the ball game. 15 to shoot for the Tigers. They feed it inside to Nico, and he steps through the lane and scores again. Nico, very good around the basket. He's got 8 points, all of them within about 4 feet of the bucket. Edwards has it for Georgia. He's going to shoot a baseline two. Missed it off the back rim. No good. Rebound Missouri. And they don't have to shoot again. They can just run out the last 20 seconds. Pinson will step across the half-court line and slowly dribble. Toppin will guard. He'll stand right there. Pinson dribbling it about 6 inches off the ground. Now he'll trot to the near side. The final 5 seconds will run off the clock, and Missouri will get out of Athens with only their second win here at Stegman Coliseum. And our final tonight, Missouri 64 and Georgia 39. The Tigers now 2-4 all time in this building. They had not won here since Mike Anderson brought a Missouri team in against Dennis Felton in 2009. January of that season was their one and only win here prior to tonight, but the Dogs just couldn't find the bottom of the basket with any kind of consistency tonight, Chuck, and 39 points is the lowest by an SEC team this season.
By 4 points. Yeah, that's hard to explain coming off the high of leaving Gainesville Saturday night. Yeah. With the win, at Florida and on their home court, and they were a team that had won 5 out of 6 and 4 in a row, but tonight was just not our night. This was as rough a night as I have ever seen a Georgia basketball team have in a number of departments, the key ones being shooting and rebounding, which are the two big ones.
Yeah.
And that was just hard to explain, and leaves you really scratching your head.
I mean, turnovers are usually have been our problem, but tonight we had 11 turnovers, which is about 5 below our average.
Remember I said I wanted to hold them to a dozen? I'd like
you got that one right.
I'd like single digits, but
not knowing that we were going to shoot 25%.
No, I mean, never.
After shooting 50%, over 50% in 3 consecutive games, and then we bottomed out tonight.
You would have never dreamed that this team. But again, I wonder, did senior night take a toll from an emotional standpoint? You'd like to think not, because there wasn't, the 6 seniors line up, get their plaques, get a pose for a picture with the coach, and you kind of move on.
Their families here.
But for whatever reason, we got off to a bad start. They got off to a bad start, and you just kind of wondered who was going to out-bad who in that first half. And then finally, Missouri got that little bit of separation that they stretched out before intermission. Still, Georgia had a great chance to come back there in the second half. But when you come out in the second half and you've played 9 minutes and you still only have 2 points, that's not making a run. So, that's what did us in tonight. And the only thing we can do is try to regroup here over the next couple of days, go to Columbia, South Carolina, and see if we can't put a little punctuation on the final game of the regular season before we head to Nashville for the tournament.
And we could see this Missouri team again next Wednesday.
And that would be
the SEC tournament.
That would be okay. Because I'd like another shot of them.
Certainly after tonight, yeah.
And I don't mean the kind of shot we took tonight. I'd like.
Well, we would miss if it was like tonight.
Yeah, it would clank.
64-39.
I'd like another shot at these guys.
It is our final. Let's get you ready as we head into the post-game locker room report, brought to you by Aaron's and by Regions, who is helping Bulldog fans take their next step. Regions has awarded nearly $1 million in scholarships and hosted over 100,000 financial education workshops. Got a goal? Get a game plan at regions.com/nextstep. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Also brought to you in part by Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Final tonight, Missouri a winner, 64-39 over Georgia. Back after this and our post-game coverage getting underway here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, Bulldog basketball fans, listen up. When I think about defense, I think of Rocket Mortgage. They created Rate Shield. If rates go up, you're defended. But if rates go down, you get that lower rate. And that can save you some serious cash. Rocket Mortgage, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. Push button, get mortgage. Call today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Rate Shield approval only valid on certain 30-year purchase transactions.
What's up, sports fans? Today on the show, we've got State Farm agent Cole Perez.
Cole. Hey, guys, I'm just here to let the listeners know that State Farm is here to help life go right.
Okay, well, what if it's raining threes so hard that your gutters get damaged?
I think.
What if you're on your home court and somebody swats a brick into your new sedan?
Boom!
Yeah, State Farm can help cover damage to your car or home.
Nice!
It is nice.
Talk to an agent about combining your home and auto insurance today. State Farm, here to help life go right.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by AutoZone. It's never a good feeling to see your check engine light on. Thankfully, the AutoZone Fix Finder service can tell you the most likely fix for free. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Gear up for the season with the best Georgia gifts and apparel from the UGA Bookstore. At the UGA Bookstore, you'll find the biggest selection from top brands like Nike, Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and 47 brand. Dress for the part with the latest game day styles at the UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. It's where dogs shop.
Everybody knows that peanuts are the state crop of Georgia. But did you know that Georgia farmers contribute nearly $75 billion to the state's economy each year? That's not peanuts. Those billions are why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers by promoting agriculture and offering access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. Peanuts.
Our exclusive coverage of Georgia basketball continues with the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions Bank and Aaron's. Now, back to courtside for continuing live coverage of Georgia basketball.
Fagan to Hightower. Works high on the right side, kills his dribble, not guarded tightly. Now they tighten up the defense a little bit. Wilridge comes to help him on the right wing. Now through the lane, Etorian banks it in on the run. From right to left, he kissed it off the square. 64-39, our final Missouri over Georgia. That is the assist of the game, sponsored by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent today at 800 State Farm. Welcome back to Stegman Coliseum and the Aaron's Regions post-game locker room report. Our coverage is brought to you by Aaron's, where you can lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. And some things are bigger than banking, like cheering for the Dogs every game day, whether it's a celebratory selfie or photo on campus. Turn your favorite game day moment into a Regions Your Pick Studio Visa debit card. Order your card at regions.com/yourpickstudio. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Along with Chuck Dowdle, Scott Howard back with you, Tony Schiavone, our producer-engineer, Cabell Philpott in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. And it was not a good night for the Bulldogs tonight as Missouri runs away with it 64-39. The Dogs now 11-19 for the year, 2-15 in the league. And Missouri climbing closer to 500. They are 14-15, and they pick up their fifth win in conference play, now 5-12. They are a team that have been battling injuries most of the season. They lost very talented Jonte Porter before the season even started to a knee injury. He's been out all year. And then more recently, Mark Smith, a transfer guard from Illinois, who was one of their most reliable scorers and a terrific three-point shooter. Well, he's out for the season after undergoing foot or ankle surgery last week. So he's done for the year. So two of their key players are gone, but they were able to win this one convincingly without great numbers. I mean, the numbers were ugly on both sides for most of this ball game, but Missouri shot pretty well in the second half, 64%, 16 of 25 in the second half, and they were able to pull away and win by 25.
And that was the difference of the game. Both teams shot poorly in the first half, and you knew that whichever team started to find the range the first and the most in the second half was going to, come out of here with a win. Although I didn't think it would be by that margin, but Missouri was able to do that. They were, as you point out, able to shoot a more sterling percentage there in the second half, and certainly they were able to finally get something going from behind the arc. And once they did, they knocked down several of those, put some distance between themselves and the Dogs, made the uphill climb a whole lot tougher for Georgia.
Tigers have been a decent defensive team. They're one of the better three-point defensive teams in SEC play. And coming into tonight, they had held, in one of their wins over Texas A&M, they held the Aggies to 43 points, which was the season low by an SEC club this year. That was before tonight's 39-point effort by Georgia.
Yeah, well, listen, we couldn't get anything going, and never really did, and we didn't have any runs in the game where we could make a charge, and again, I kept thinking, well, gosh, if we'll start getting on the boards, it'll get our offense going. But even that never happened. They end up out-rebounding us, and this is stunning. 50-28. 50-28. They out-rebound Georgia.
Yeah, that's that's a huge number.
That's a huge number. That is first off 50, but then you look at the number of shots we missed, and you realize why there were that many opportunities, for them. But still, for them to get 50 of them, we had 28 with only 8 offensive. They had 16 offensive, 34 defensive.
Leading scorer in the ball game was Jordan Geist, who is on the floor waiting to go on the Missouri radio network down to our left. He had 18 points on the night, 8 of 12 for the 6'2 senior from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Georgia had no one in double figures tonight. Our leading scorer was Nicholas Claxton, who had 9. He also had a team-high 10 rebounds in the ball game. But
so close to it. And also we had a steal and a block. I mean, again, for Nicholas, one of those nights where, he's marking in every category.
64-39, the final. Missouri defeats Georgia in our final home game of the year. Dogs will be in Columbia, South Carolina Saturday, a 1 o'clock contest at Colonial Life Arena against the South Carolina Gamecocks, who beat the Dogs here in this building back on February 2nd, 86-80. We'll see what transpires on Saturday. We'll be on the air with you at 12:35 to begin our coverage. We've got more post-game coverage. We'll hear from head coach Tom Crean in just a few moments as we roll along here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom! One major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions. Member FDIC. Conditions and fees apply.
Hi, welcome to this Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Gold Bond Ultimate Men's Lotion. Man up with Gold Bond.
No one comes to the Southeastern Conference looking for less. This is where you gladly step up, sign up, and raise your hand for a heaping helping of more. More ways to challenge and push yourself, more people from more countries to meet and learn from, more opportunities to impact your community, both locally and globally. Oh, we celebrate championships like no other. But that's nowhere close to the whole story. Yeah, in the SEC, it just means more.
Frank!
Sam! Hey, neighbor!
You want to watch TV? Or maybe grab some lunch?
What?
Do you want to come over?
Hey, how about some lunch?
What?
What?
Do you need a phone? Does your friend need one too? Come into an AT&T store to learn how to buy one smartphone and get a second one on us. AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing. Both lines must be on same wireless account. Other terms apply. See store for details.
Throws it away under the basket. Top of the key, went down low. Harris picked off his pass. Jordan drives coast to coast. Lay in good from the right side with the left hand. That is our ultimate drive of the game, driven by BMW, your Atlanta BMW Centers, the official luxury vehicle of Georgia Athletics. Welcome back to Stegman Coliseum and the Aaron's Regions post-game locker room report. Missouri a winner over the Dogs tonight, 64-39. Our post-game coverage brought to you by Regions, helping Bulldog fans take their next step. Regions has awarded nearly $1 million in scholarships and hosted over 100,000 financial education workshops. If you have a goal, get a game plan at regions.com/nextstep. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Brought to you in part as well by Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. A rough night for Georgia shooting the basketball. We finished at 25% for the game, 25 in the first half, 28% in the second half, and 25.5 was our final percentage. 13 of 51 was our final shooting numbers. And a lot of guys, Chuck, just had rough nights. Derek Ogbede 1 for 6, Turtle Jackson 1 for 8, Tyree Crump 3 for 9. Wilridge 1 for 4, Toppin 1 for 4, and it was Monze 0 for 3. It was just that kind of night for just about everybody. It wasn't like one or two guys were having an off night.
If you add up this number and this number, in other words, total number of times that we shot at the basket, counting free throws, we put it in the basket 23 times out of 68 attempts. 23 out of 68. That counts free throws. But that's how many times we had the opportunity night. We had 68 chances to put the ball in the basket, and we managed to do it 23 out of 68.
How about our IBEW player of the game, Nicholas Claxton, back-to-back recognition there. He had 25 in the win over Florida on Saturday. Tonight he was our leading scorer and rebounder. He had 9 points on 3 for 6 shooting. It was 3 or 4 from the line. He had 10 rebounds, 2 offensive, 8 defensive rebounds. The only player for Georgia in double figures on the glass. We had no one in double figures in scoring. Nicholas also had a block, his 71st of the year, which is the 7th most in a Georgia season. He also had a steal, 33 minutes. Nicholas Claxton is our IBEW player of the game. We'll continue with more of our post-game coverage. We hope to catch up with Coach Tom Crean here momentarily. 64-39, Tigers win it over the Dogs here in Athens. Back after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
For the past 100 years, generations of men have trusted Barbasol shaving cream to deliver a close, comfortable shave. Barbasol continues this legacy with the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus razor. With 6 ultra-thin, open-flow blades and a crafted metal handle, Barbasol is proud to offer a razor that lives up to the exceptional quality and honest value that you've come to expect. Get yours today, in stores or online at Barbasol.com.
Barbasol. Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Blue Emu Lidocaine Cream and Maximum Arthritis Cream, both deep penetrating and odor-free. Beat the pain 2 ways and live life. Blue Emu, it works fast and you won't stink. Available at nationwide retailers.
Hi, I'm Mike Ditkin. On the field, they called me Iron Mike. But some days, even Iron Mike can feel a little rusty. So I turned to Blue Emu. Blue Emu's non-greasy, deep-penetrating formula gets down deep for big-time comfort. And more importantly, it doesn't leave me smelling like a locker room. Now, if you excuse me, I have some yelling to do. You hit like old men. Blue Emu. It works fast and you won't stink.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Welcome back to our post-game coverage from Stegman Coliseum. Final home game of the year for Georgia basketball. It did not go the Dogs' way. Missouri 64, Georgia 39. The Dogs now 11-19 for the year, 2-15 in the league. Missouri at 14-15 and 5-12 in the SEC. And this is the Aaron's and Regions post-game locker room report, brought to you in part by Aaron's, where you can lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. And some things are bigger than banking at Regions, like cheering for the Dogs every game day. So whether it's a celebratory selfie or a photo on campus, turn your favorite game day moment into a Regions Your Pick Studio Visa debit card. Order your card at regions.com/yourpickstudio. Regions is the official bank of the SEC. Well, Chuck, we know the start times and the locations of our next 2 ball games. Well, we'll be in Columbia, South Carolina, Saturday at 1 against the Gamecocks. And then our opener in the SEC tournament, Georgia will play Wednesday night in the opening game of the tournament. That'll be at 7 o'clock Eastern time in Nashville. And we'll be with you on the air at 6:35 next Wednesday night.
And it appears that it'll be Missouri, right? I mean, that's the most likely
yes,
scenario.
At this point, you got to wait until the final game is played on Saturday, because there could be some tie situations with either Texas A&M or Arkansas.
Tiebreakers.
Most of them aren't too difficult, but when you start involving multiple teams, that's when they get kind of dicey. And there's a lot of those situations in this league. The middle of the pack is very bunched up. Heck, the top is bunched up. Tennessee is in front right now. LSU is battling Florida right now, and Kentucky is all right there too.
Would you not agree that Tennessee's the best we've seen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Certainly, when we saw them, they were terrific.
They were when we saw them, and I don't think they're much different now. But when we saw them, they were an elite team, and they were playing at an elite level.
Yeah, I mean they're 27-3 and 15-2 in the league, and they're outstanding. And LSU's had a terrific season in the second year under head coach Will Wade, and Kentucky has been Kentucky. I mean they're 25-5 and 14-3, and LSU has beaten both Tennessee and Kentucky. So if there ends up being a 3-way tie there, then LSU would be the 1 seed. And of course, they would all share the regular season championship if you end in a tie. The tiebreakers are just for seeding purposes in the SEC tournament. But we know Georgia will be playing next Wednesday night in Nashville at 7 o'clock Eastern. And that opponent is likely to be Missouri, but we shall see when we get there. We hope to talk to Coach Tom Crean here in just a little bit as we kill a little more time, give the coach a little more time back in the locker room area. We're talking with his team, and then he'll come to us. And let's give you the final game stats brought to you by Northside Hospital Atlanta. And we've touched on some of the stats tonight, and most of them weren't real pleasant for Bulldog fans, as Georgia shot just 25.5% for the ball game. The Dogs were 13 of 51 from the field, 3 of 20 on 3-point shots, 10 of 17 at the foul line. And Georgia was out-rebounded by 22, 50-28. That's the number that is really astounding and eye-popping. Missouri was 27 of 59. The Tigers finished right at 46% for the game. 6 of 21 on 3-point shots. And all of those 6 came in the second half. They were 0 for 12 in the first half and 6 of 9 in the second half. And 5 of those 6 belonging to Torrance Watson, who finished with 17 points, and the bulk of that coming in the second half for Watson, who had 20 in the win over South Carolina last Saturday. Finishing with the team stats for Georgia, the Dogs only had 5 assists in the ballgame. Well, heck, we only had 13 field goals, but we had 5 assists, 11 turnovers, 4 block shots, 2 from Derek Ogbede, and 6 steals in the ballgame. Individually, leading scorer was Nicholas Claxton. He had 9 points and 10 rebounds. The next leading scorer for the Dogs was Jordan Harris, who had 7. He was 3 for 7 shooting tonight, 1 of 4 on threes. Tyree Crump and JoJo Toppin each had 6 points. Toppin, playing for the first time in 7 games, matched his season high with 6 points tonight.
He was a bright spot, too, Scott, because, the young man, as we pointed out, did not get a lot of playing time this season. Certainly has not over the past half of the SEC season. But, we've watched him as he's continued to work on his own time, coming out, putting in extra time shooting and trying to get better. And he got rewarded tonight, and he took advantage of it. He knocked down a big 3 for us. He hit a couple of free throws and, went to the board. He just did some things on the court that made you feel like, this is what happens to to guys that work hard. And Coach Fox used to say that the game is fair. If you treat the game right, the game will treat you right. And I think JoJo Toppin was a great example of that tonight.
And he played 10 minutes this evening, got 10 minutes of court time after not playing at all in the previous 6 ball games and just 1 minute in the last 11. So he got 10 minutes of time tonight. And we said in that second half, a lot of this, the final minutes of the ball game, a lot of teaching moments, a lot of learning opportunities for guys that haven't played a whole lot, and even for guys that have. But it's still time to learn the game.
Sure, because we got a lot of young players in this team. I mean, there are a lot of freshmen and sophomores, on this basketball team.
Finishing up the individual scoring for Georgia, we mentioned Crump and Toppin each with 6. Derek Ogbede had 5 points, 2 rebounds, a couple of blocks in 16 minutes. Turtle Jackson finished with 3. It was a rough night shooting the ball for Turtle, just 1 for 8 from the field, 1 for 5 on 3-point shots. Etorian Woolridge had 2 points. He had 3 assists in the ball game and 1 rebound. Connor O'Neill got a free throw tonight. All 6 of the seniors got to play in this ball game. That's one of the positives.
Yeah.
You were looking for positives earlier. That was one of them.
That definitely was. And it was good to see them all get some time on the court.
So we had Mike Edwards and Connor O'Neill that played, and Christian Harrison and Turtle Jackson and Derek Ogbede, all of the seniors, and were able to get on the floor in the ball game. And Coach Tom Crean is joining us now from the coach's locker room. Coach, thanks for your time. Just get your thoughts on this one tonight.
I'm sorry for our fans. I really am. I appreciate everything they've done all year. I appreciate the way they were here tonight. I'm sorry for our fans that we didn't have a higher level of competitiveness, and we didn't play with the physicality. I was asked today by the Mark Wise, what would be the toughest thing of the season, and I said that 2 biggest things. There's been so many great things, but the 2 toughest things have been for us have been our physicality and our ability to talk, especially defensively. And I would say that those 2 things tonight really manifested themselves in a big way. And we weren't nearly as aggressive as we needed to be on the glass. And this was the night we could definitely feel a sense of not having Rayshawn out there, but that's not an excuse of not competing better. And our talk was, that's why I called a timeout at the very end of the game. There's no such thing as garbage time to me. Never has been. If you're playing for the school I'm at, and it's the University of Georgia, then you're going to play the right way, right? And if we're going to switch a ball screen, then we're going to switch a ball screen, whether you're a walk-on or whether you're a 4-year starter. It doesn't make any difference. And right now it becomes that I've got to make sure that I'm doing everything I can do to make sure that we're building on the standards of what we want the program to continue to be. And we've had so much good in the sense of improvement. And we had a couple of really good practices, but tonight we just didn't have that level. And I never felt it at any point in time, unfortunately. And unfortunately, our fans didn't feel it either. But we've got to get it. We've got to work at it, correct it, and get ourselves ready for South Carolina and then beyond.
Yeah, there's not much you can do to get this one back, so you're right.
Yeah.
Next up is South Carolina. But, Coach, when you were losing on the glass like we were, did you feel like if we could get that part turned around?
I just felt like if we could score, right? Because they really, you look at this, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
You see the second chance points?
Yeah.
They were tied at halftime, right?
We were
being
up
out
4-2 at one point, second chance points.
We're being out rebounded 32-16, and the second chance points are tied. So we just weren't physical, right? And we missed some layups and we missed threes, and we've been playing with better confidence when things aren't going right for us. And tonight we didn't do that, but I didn't like the spirit of it, and I really didn't. And I'd like to put on the emotion of senior night. I've never participated in a pregame senior night, but I don't think it has anything to do with that either. We just weren't as aggressive as we needed to be, and it was a low-scoring game for so long, and they just made a couple more shots that chipped it away in the first half, and we just couldn't overcome it.
You get back at it on the weekend, more games to play, Coach, and we go to Columbia, South Carolina. So what do you go back to work on tomorrow as you get ready for the Gamecocks?
Figuring out who I'm going to play. Yeah, that would be the biggest thing. Figuring out who's going to play right now and who understands that if you're representing us and you're playing here, like you got to bring it, right? It's not getting beat that is a standard. It's your competitive level, your desire, all right, your aggressiveness, your spirit. Those are the standards that have to be there. And just trying to figure that out, right? And we're not going to make a lot of changes because we've been doing so many good things that work. But for one reason tonight, that did not happen. And there's been so many good things that have been building inside of this team. And I'm not going to look at it and say that we haven't gotten better, because we have. We wouldn't have been in the games we were. We wouldn't have beat Florida. But the bottom line is this: you got to be that way every night, okay? When it comes to the competitiveness. So I want this season to close the right way, and that's the most important thing, figuring that out.
Tom, tough one tonight. Thanks for your time, though. We'll see you on Saturday in Columbia.
Thank you.
That's Coach Tom Crean from the coach's locker room. The Dogs fall with a bit of a thud tonight, 64-39, as Missouri gets the win. And let's grab a station break very quickly. Station identification. And Chuck and I will be back right after we pause 10 seconds on the Bulldogs Sports Network. (64-39) the final, as the Dogs fall to 11-19 for the year, 2-15 in the conference. And up next is South Carolina on Saturday at 1 o'clock. And I know, Chuck, we've been kind of rehashing this for the last 20, 30 minutes or so, but any final thoughts on this one before we shelve it and move on to Columbia on the weekend?
I think that we may be sitting 1 week from exactly this time. We may be sitting once again having just faced Missouri, and hopefully all that Coach Crean just told us about what this team needs to be. And as I'm saying this, I'm looking up, and here's JoJo Toppin coming back out on the floor by himself, coming out to practice. And that goes to exactly what I was talking about. This young man has worked on his own, and he's put in the time to try to get better, and it paid off for him tonight. But again, 1 week it may be Missouri. Looks like that's who it's going to be. And SEC tournament. And you know what? Let's hope they take us for granted. Let's hope they think, oh, those guys can't shoot. And, we go out and show them what we can do, like what we did in Gainesville, and come up with a win in that SEC tournament.
7,180, the announced attendance tonight, as Georgia adds to its school record.
All-time record. That's great.
Single-season attendance record for most fans through the doors, through the turnstiles, to watch Georgia basketball. And we hope we can do it again next year. This was our final home game. The Dogs will be in Columbia, South Carolina on Saturday, and in Nashville, Tennessee next Wednesday night in the SEC tournament opener. Georgia will play the first game, and we'll be on the air at 7 o'clock next Wednesday, 1 o'clock on Saturday for the Bulldogs and the Gamecocks. That's going to do it for this portion of our post-game coverage from Athens. Cabell Philpott standing by in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. He'll get us up to date on LSU, Florida, and then Arkansas and Vanderbilt just getting underway a little while ago in the final game of the night in the Southeastern Conference. And then one more day in the regular season on Saturday as everybody will play this weekend. For Chuck Dowdle and Tony Schiavone, I'm Scott Howard. Our final from Athens tonight, Missouri 64, Georgia 39. Cabell's next here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
When you're getting ready to cheer on the Bulldogs, bring more flavor to the game with Cheez-It and Pringles. And now Cheez-It and Pringles give you the chance to win the biggest prize of the season, a trip to Minneapolis to hoop it up with the stars at the Celebrity Classic. Visit CelebrityCrunchClassic.com for entry details and official rules. No purchase necessary. Ends 3/8/19. Void where prohibited. Stock up on Cheez-It and Pringles. Enter for your chance to win. And go Dogs!
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Progressive, making it easier to bundle your home and car insurance.
In the Southeastern Conference, we are driven by the quest for more. More titles, more NCAA records, but also more renewable energy sources for some of the nation's greenest campuses. For more partnerships with NASA, the NSA, and the UN. For more billions pumped into our state economies, our 14 leading universities know that no matter how much we achieve, we can always do more. Yeah, in the SEC, it just means more.
Wes worked hard to make his dream of playing in the NHL come true. Every day, he'd be out playing street hockey constantly. Townspeople would drive by and shout, "Get out of the street!" But Wes never gave up. Well, until one day when someone yelled, "Get in the car, you're going to make us all late to work!" Because Wes was a 43-year-old accountant and he commuted with that guy downtown. So Wes never played in the NHL. But he did hear how Geico, proud partner of the NHL, could save him money on car insurance. So he switched and saved and made his other dream come true.
Welcome back inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Cabell Philpott with you as Georgia falls at home to Missouri on senior night. 64-39, the final score. Jordan Geis scoring 18 points in the victory for Missouri. Torrance Watson had 17 as the Tigers best the Georgia Bulldogs. And as Chuck and Scott told you just a few moments ago, likely these two teams to meet next Wednesday night to start the tournament in Nashville. Speaking of the tournament, 10th-ranked LSU trying to win the SEC regular season title. They need to hold on tonight and beat Florida. That's a task that's a little bit easier said than done at the moment. LSU up 70-69 on the Gators with about 29 seconds remaining in the ball game in the O'Connell Center. Also, Arkansas on the road at Vanderbilt. The Commodores out to a 1917 lead on the Hogs. Hogs with a win, trying to avoid being in the bottom four to get that bye in the SEC tournament to Thursday. 7:29 remaining in the first half of the game between the Commodores and the Razorbacks, as Vandy up 2 on Arkansas at the moment. Missouri beats Georgia 64-39, the final score. When we return, we'll wrap things up right after this timeout on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, but we know you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Home or away, win or lose, you are a die-hard fan, tethered to your team by a legacy of fierce ambition and unwavering pride.
At Ford, it's this kind of drive and dedication that pushes us to go further. With smart technology and innovative design, Ford gives you the confidence, comfort, and style you need for the road ahead. For great offers on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, see your local Ford dealer today.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Geico. At Geico, you have a choice of ways you could save on car insurance. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. Go online to geico.com or stop by the Geico office nearest you.
Hey, Bulldog fans. With Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Last time on Guardians of the Game, the head coach of the Auburn Tigers, Bruce Pearl.
I'm going to just talk briefly about Pat Summitt and what she meant to me in my career. She created a brand, and it was called the Lady Boss, and it was all about expectation. This 3.3 is not going to cut it when you should be an all-A student. This all-conference isn't going to cut it when you're supposed to be an all-American.
To hear more, listen and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, and follow along on Twitter at NABC 1927.
Cabell Philpott once again inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Florida scores a three-pointer with 4 seconds remaining to make it 72-70. Gators with the lead. LSU comes down coast to coast. The lay-in is good. 72-72. The game is tied at the end of regulation. 10th-ranked LSU in Florida going to overtime as we speak. The Georgia Bulldogs one final conference game as they get ready for their trip to Nashville a week from tonight. The Georgia Bulldogs at South Carolina this Saturday, a 1 o'clock tip from Colonial Life Arena in Columbia. We will be on the air with you starting at 12:35. The Grindhouse Killer Burgers Countdown to Tip-Off Show. I'm Cabell Philpott for the entire broadcast crew, signing off, providing you once again the final score from Stegman Coliseum. Missouri 64, Georgia 39. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions Bank and Aaron's on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Today's coverage has been brought to you by Regions Bank, the official bank of the SEC. By Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Barbasol, here's a no-brainer. Barbasol is making razors. Try the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus today. And by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent at 800-STATE-FARM. The preceding has been a Learfield, IMG College, and JMI Sports presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Arkansas and go wire to wire to win the SEC tournament.